Then you hooked your channel up, Vessel. I see. Arsenal 14. Let's go, Arsenal 14. NJ, how are you? And how's the grandson? Excellent dissolved business owners, she meant. Okay. She meant excellent dissolved business owner. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Special Kali, good to see you. I've just finished watching the exposures video on Sama Kokai. I'm so shocked. He took money from his own mother to give to Toby. Sama Kokai's story does not make sense to me. They say that his mother brought him to Toby at the age of 14. Spark Exposer says it's a different story altogether. We will get into all of that. I tell you, listen, stay tuned to my channel. We will do a whole series on these people. We're taking it one step at a time, one little baby step at a time. This cult has been operating for years, just carrying on. Hmm? But we're here. I don't listen. I don't know. Yes, I've seen that. I've actually seen that he took more. Look, these scam nation people. Nobody is beyond limits. There is nobody they will not fleece for Pastor Toby. The way they move like robots. Money, money, pound sign, pound sign, pound sign, pound, money, pound, Pastor Toby, Pastor Toby. But that's all. That's all. Hey, vessel of dishonor.
Hello, Afro. Hi, everybody in the comments. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you had a good day, Afro.
Yes, I've had a good day. I streamed earlier on, but it was a shorter stream. Titled "Who is Toby's Wife?"
All right. I'll have to watch that later on.
Because that thing really bothered me yesterday. That there are two women, and you know, in the UK, bigamy is a crime.
Oh yes, it is. But
Mm,
Toby doesn't care. He's a law unto himself.
right, and he will tell you, well, he's going to be deported anyway. So yeah. So an SME is a subject matter expert. Is someone who has deep knowledge and expertise in a particular area of field. Listen, if you need an SME for anything, please stay away from SPAC Nation members. Stay away. All the knowledge that they get is from Toby. They sit listening to periscopes and live streams of Toby. In here, all they have is Toby's ramblings in here. So how can they be an expert at anything 3-4 times a week? Even when they are not in the center, wherever they are, they are expected to tune in and listen to the ramblings of a madman. Please stay away from these people. Yeah, let's see. Fall to curious and eat.
Afro, Susie in the comments asked a very good question. Is Toby's marriage registered anywhere?
No, I don't see anything. Even the marriage with Lucy, there is no address. There is no, the wedding invitation that is online. It does not invite you to anywhere. It doesn't say um this is where the thing was held, or there was nothing, just pictures of, wait, let me see if I can find it.
Because the last couple of streams we did, we actually managed to get the wedding invitation.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it now. um I'm trying to find it, and you will see that there is no information. If it's no, let's see, photos, images. Just give me a minute. Let me find it. How is everyone doing? How is everybody doing? I hope you are all doing well, and I hope that your new year is so far so good. That it is what you expect it to be. There are no promises from any sky daddy to help you make it good. You have to put in the work. You see,
Oh,
um,
I think I found it Afro.
I found it. Well, that's it right here.
Okay.
But I don't know what, for whatever reason, I can't cancel. Wait, give me a second. So if this is here, so this is. Can you guys see this?
I can see it, yeah. She looks different there.
She's the same person, but she has lost. Oh no, she's put on weight, and she looks, more mature. Um, she looks more mature. So sorry, guys. Let's make sure that everything is okay. And me, I don't believe that he is not 50 yet. The guy is just. It's hard to tell. It's really hard. So anyway, this is the information that we have. Um, so there's Toby, there's his wife. Um, she's a resident pastor at Spark Nation, Ibadan. His mother. Oh, okay. Okay. Can you guys see this? This is the invitation that is there. So Pastor Tobi Adeboyega is a happily married man with children. He has been married to his wife Tosin Odetola for over 10 years. According to information, the couple got married on August 20th, 2011, and currently lives in their UK mansion. Of course, they live in their UK mansion with 100 other people. In that mansion, guys, this guy told the Home Office that there were 10 people living in that house. Toby has never lived, just him, his wife, and kids, or
Um,
himself.
Afro, does it say any address on the tribunal papers? Because he claimed that he lived 5 miles or 5 minutes from Buckingham Palace?
They won't usually put private addresses in those
All
kind of
right.
documents. Mm. See, that's all you see. So it's just Toby, his wife. We welcome your family and friends to our wedding website where you can RSVP as well and find useful information regarding our ceremonies. We hope that you enjoy every page of it. So this is the wedding card, but that's all you see. There's nothing, mm, wedding pictures. No, these are just. So anyway, let's go back to that what we were watching, the SMEs. So Bessel, before you joined, we were watching just a very short clip Toby and his gang in his Minecraft clothes.
Happy New Year to you. This morning, over 140 businesses are gathering in this place. Businesses we built in house, owned by people of color, so to speak.
Does he not look like Minecraft?
It is Minecraft.
Hold on, let me see. Minecraft. Does he not look like he is? Hold on. Images. Minecraft. Alright, a pack of Minecraft. Wait, let's see. Look at this. Look at the way he looks. And then look at this. Huh? Can you see this particular image? This one. And this one. Does he not look like Minecraft? Anyway, it's not important. Let's go. It just looks like it's guys. Listen, that is just look now. This is Minecraft, right? And then look at him. Huh? Mm-mm-mm. All right. Let's hear Mr. Toby.
Gathering in this place. Businesses we built in house, owned by people of color, so to speak, and young people building over 18 years. SMEs build nations. Any nation without the strength of its SME is going to fall.
SMEs are what we're really here to do. The conversation is SMEs, and in this room, it's filled with so many SMEs. Some are at different levels and different stages in their growth.
Such a privilege to be joined by so many excellent business owners today.
Well, for us, Sex by Silver first quarter, what we want to achieve is to have 2 more stockists.
We are literally just in the works of finishing off the shop, setting everything up, and I'm really, really excited for everyone.
Today, strictly, everybody is in a dimension of their company and their consultancies.
Growth. So yes, all natural. It's child friendly, adult friendly. So I think it's probably my best.
I say if we was to collaborate with someone outside, it would be Nike, because the amount of money we spend on football boots, clothing, equipment, they can sponsor us and provide our players with top equipment.
Also ask you, what was your economy last year and how did you perform?
Yeah, so we done really well. We turned over close to $250,000.
Celebrate this Kayako once again.
My idea of SMEs in nation building is it employs more people. It reaches the grassroots. So what these SMEs are doing is in their own local places, they are creating that for 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Since our leadership cannot do it from up down, we're doing it from down up.
PT. Thank you so much, sir. We really appreciate your time.
Hold on there. I just saw somebody in that crowd. I just saw someone in that audience. Wait, we need to take it back a little bit. I just saw someone in the audience. Did you guys see who I saw? Hold on. In the audience. Guys, so all of this is meant to network. You must understand, some of these people here, they are here just to recruit for Spark Nation. In fact, all of them are here to recruit for Spark Nation. That's the only goal. Because more members equals more money for Toby and more Minecraft clothes. Okay? So when you see them like this, all of this is designed to show the world that things are happening. The young people here, all well dressed, all, looking snazzy and looking, they're drippy, right? But all of this is for the sole purpose of bringing these people in. Now, I saw somebody in this audience. Let's see. I'm going to play it. See whether it wasn't my eyes that was deceiving me.
My idea of SMEs in nation building is it employs more people. It reaches the grassroots. So what these SMEs are doing is in their own local places, they are creating that for 2, 3, 4, 5 people.
I know my eyes are not fooling me. Guys, who does anybody know who these people are? There's one particular one. This girl. Does anybody know who?
Nation people.
No.
That's that guy standing there. That's the pastor. Pastor, what's his name? This guy
This
here
is
with
Sam.
the yes.
This is a musician. This one was on X Factor or something like that. This guy, right, was on X Factor.
And then next to him is that Maria Muller.
That's Pastor. This is Pastor Nikki. This lady here.
No, in front of by the cameraman there.
No, that's not Mola. That's not Mola. No, that's not Mario.
And then that one looks like the magazine editor. Right there in the corner.
Which one? This one?
Right in the corner, yeah.
This is Mrs. Mary. This is wife number 2. Toby's wife number 2.
Oh, the keyboardist?
Yes, the keyboardist. This one.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It's this lady here. This one is the one that is had 3 children. They accused that her 3 children were not fathered by their father. The footballer's wife, guys. That's the footballer's wife. This one.
Yes, the one that was gifted a Birkin.
No, that's Davido's wife. That one is Davido's wife. This one here, her husband is a footballer. They had 3 children. They're friends with Tobi. She is also friends with Tobi. All of a sudden, the whole thing just blew up. They said, her husband caught her. There's some videos circulating and Tobi having private conversations. The man did a DNA test and the 3 children are not Tobi's. For whatever reason, I didn't get into that story because you have to prove all those things. That's a strong accusation to make. Very strong.
No, but Afro, there's a video where she was standing in between Tobi and I don't know whether it's Mary or Lucy. And they gave her a bag.
Did they give her a bag?
Yes, they gave her a Birkin.
No, that was Davido's wife. They didn't give this
so
one.
So what did they give her when she was standing in between them?
She was just laughing. They didn't give her
they gave her something and she was like, oh wow, and stuff like that.
That was Davido's wife. You're getting videos mixed up.
I never watched Davido's wife.
You're getting it mixed up.
I haven't watched Davido's wife though.
Yeah, look, Asna 14 said, no, that is Davido's wife. Hold on, let me see if I can find
Oh, really? Why did I think it was her?
She was just in the middle.
Davido, you're now watching F78 News. Please go subscribe. My pastor.
First time engaged.
No, this is not the video.
He gave Pastor Nikki 2 people so far. It's Pastor Nikki and Chioma's Davido's wife that I've seen him gifting Birkins, but
Okay, so maybe it's
to
Pastor Nikki.
Kayode's wife, I don't know if that one deserves a Birkin. What has she done for
Okay,
why
maybe it's
Toby will
Pastor
be giving
Nikki
her?
who I confused with the footballer's wife, because the
Mm-hmm.
video they're in the house and it's three of them. Pastor
There is a
Nikki
video
or
like that.
yes,
Wait, hold on. I think
because
this is
I
wait,
thought it was Kaide's wife.
no. Hold on. I want to see how much this bag actually costs. Tobi Adeboyega, when they deport you back to Nigeria, I want you to remember that you once dashed somebody a bag worth $95,000. Ogbeni, Hermes Birkin bag worth, wait, a bag that will put lipstick, put baby wipes,
That one is even cheap,
pampers.
Afro. That one is even cheap. They are more expensive Birkins than that one.
Me, I don't know about that. I just know that this, hey, Queen Coco, oh, she, get work started. What's get work saying now? What's it? Afro, said, said, wait, what did get work say? Why is this thing not working? Can you see the comments, guys? Comments is not working. Why is the comments not working? Aha. Right, the operator is 2025 or 2023. 2023. I love it though. 2023. You are witty. No, you're the witty one. Okay, walk. You are the witty one. It's also showing up his watches to David. Ugh. These are just boys. Davido, this one. Listen, I like Davido, but I I've got my side eye, bombastic side eye for just his interaction with this guy. Mm-mm, mm-mm. 1 second. Sorry, my son wanted me to try something. mm, these are just boys. At the end of the day, boys that just want to show off. It's crazy. Toby is not in the level of Davido, but he wants to match. Toby, don't worry. When you are in Nigeria, and hunger is beating you, I want you to remember that you once gave somebody a bag worth 95,000. Even though I don't believe that this bag is worth this amount, but hey, who am I to? I've never owned a Birkin bag before, so I don't know.
Oh. Then I'll present the because you can't carry big bag. That's all I like. My pastor. First time we did. Oh. Then I'll present the certificate because you can't carry big bag. That's all I like.
Okay. Anyway, that's not. Ugh, these people. Okay, what were we doing before now, Vessel? Oh, we're looking at SMEs. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, right. I wanted
Are
to
we,
show
are we,
you.
are we going to finish the part 2 of the
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do here.
Okay, all right.
But before we do that, I wanted to show you. It was at Coyote's wife. I don't know her name. Coyote's wife or something like that. I don't know what her name is. There was a video with 3 of them. Okay, this one. Vessel, this is the video that you were talking about. Hmm?
Yes, that
They
one.
didn't give her a bag now.
They gave you something, surely.
It was just her laughing. They didn't give her a bag.
No, where's the full video?
I don't know. That's the only one I've seen so far. And that's the only video I've seen so far of that interaction. I've not seen one of them giving her.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I'm mistaken then.
Maybe there is. I don't know. It might be we are wrong. Maybe. But anyway, let's finish this one and then we're going to. So that's her. You see that lady who was laughing kiki kiki just now? That's her right there. Okay.
Since our leadership are not doing from hop down, we're doing it from down hop.
Thank you so much, sir. We really
Since our leadership are not doing from hop down, we're doing it from down hop. Okay. Hop down. Now that's Maria Mola Vessel in the brown.
By the wall?
No, this one.
All right, okay.
This is Maria Mola.
really appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
So Innovate London started in 2019. We started off actually as a response to patients that were suffering with hair loss from.
Wait. Vessel?
Yes.
Okay. Look at this table of hair.
Mm-hmm.
Will you be buying?
No.
Oh, thank you. Very nice. It's been a long time. We haven't had some of that in a while. Oh, very nice. Will you be buying? Any of you here, ladies? Look at how do you come to an event like this? And this is the best. Oh, this is even Toby's wife. This is
Auntie
what's her name? This
Lucy.
is Lucy. Lucy, the price
No,
market. Wait,
Auntie Lucy.
hold on, guys. Just have a look at the table. I know I'm being a bit nitpicky. I know, but for people that are talking about excellence, SMEs, and all the ECEs and CICs and look at, oh my goodness, look.
So Innovate London started in 2019. We started off actually as a response to patients.
Look. You know that this is just for sure. Let's just show people we are doing something. The goal is to just bring them in. This person holding the bag, look, they hold their bag so you can see what is written on it. Come on, I don't get it.
That were suffering with hair loss from conditions like alopecia, lupus, and cancer.
Look, did you see that table? Look. Bessie, will you be buying?
No way. And I'm sure it's overpriced as well.
So the people who even sell it online, they show better things. Look at this. That's all they have. Anyway, that okay. I'm being nitpicky. I know. Yes, Queen Coco said that hair looks terrible.
Cancer. At the moment, we're just focusing on making sure we've got hair readily available in the UK.
Why you should buy into Carnaby is it's a family business, and I don't mean family like you see it. It's a different kind of family now. A group of people with like minds who want to grow a collection of businesses in order to nation build.
Business is a fashion brand called Upcycle. The specialty is creating statement pieces which are influenced by Y2K fashion and punk rock.
I've just seen again and again a house of very resilient people focused on the goal. We just didn't know how we would push this forward, and now we found it. We've got work to do. There's no doubt. We have mistakes that we made. We have difficulties because we are living in a strange land, but we have a divine purpose for this.
How to gather 100 SMEs with the UK's best CEOs who are under 30. Did you guys see any CEOs that are on the best CEOs under 30? Did you see them? Did you people see them? Arsenal 14, did you see the CEOs? The UK's best. Did any of you see NJ? No, I'm sure NJ would have seen them. Me, I didn't see them. But anyway, guys, this is what we are doing today. You remember this, right? You guys remember this document from yesterday? This document, this document has more in it than anything else. And just for the sake of, I need to get the names. So there was Judge Bruce, Judge Rastogi, what's the name of, okay, respondent, she's just Miss Wachiku. Okay, I think we were somewhere on page number 7, right? Guys, if you were not here yesterday, please go and watch yesterday's. It was explosive. That was explosive. Wait. Can you guys see it? Can you see?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. I think we were on page 7. So, just to recap what we've seen in this thing. In this tribunal papers, it's obvious that Tobi, there is question about whether he came in 2005 into the UK. He's had several applications and appeals before getting to this point. And so at this point now, they're asking him to prove that he is indeed the upstanding member of member of the community and member of the society. And, if he's this figure that if he has to leave, that young people will be killing themselves, according to him. Prove it, is what they said. Prove it. Right? To show documents, to show. My goodness. They were not able to show it. They asked for a specific document. The letter that was sent to them by Charities Commission after the investigation was done. Tobi said he didn't know he was going to need that document in court, but he hasn't got it. They said, okay, we will actually adjourn and we will, set a date another time. So you can bring that, send it to Miss Wanchuku, the respondent for the Home Office. Tobi and his lawyer, they sent videos, they sent links, they sent everything but what was requested. Some of the links that they sent by email, they couldn't even open them. So the lady said, okay, we have to converge again. They brought them back. They converged. Where is the letter? Toby brought a letter addressed in his brother's name. These people. Eh? Sorry. What's this making all this noise? Sorry. So it is mind blowing. But I think the point that we got to that really upset us was when Vessel was really upset by this. Toby was claiming that he came in 2005, and when he came in he was in Peckham. His cousin was friends with the late Damilola Taylor. Toby was claiming that it was because of Damilola Taylor's the incident with Damilola Taylor that was what made him now decide to help young boys and let his visa run out. He was so busy working with the young boys that visa ran out and he forgot, or I don't know, his stories. But that Damilola Taylor thing, that was just, come on. That was out of it. Just no. So here, lots of different people are saying when they got to uh, Spark Nation, their life turned around and all this and that. Right? So this is where he used Damilola Taylor. It says that he was motivated to start this work soon after he arrived in the UK because it was in the aftermath of the killing of Damilola Taylor, who had been a friend of the appellant's cousin. He was staying in Peckham and he was shocked. Come to find out that Damilola, Vessel, tell us, when did Damilola pass again?
Damilola passed away in 2000. And also, Damilola didn't pass away as a result of knife crime, right? It was not black on black violence. It was some white boys that they were racially motivated and attacked and killed Damilola Taylor. So his story does not make sense because he keeps talking about the black communities that are impoverished. He keeps talking about helping the black boys, right? These are white boys that intentionally killed this little boy. White boys did it. It was a racial attack. Does he not know this? Is he not aware of that part? Or he thinks it was black on black violence? What do you think, Afro? Because the way he's running with the story, it's as if he's not aware of how Damilola passed.
He is aware, but because he doesn't care.
Why would you want to stay back to help white boys? Right? And then at the end of it, you're not even helping the same white boys, you're now helping black boys. I don't get it.
I think what is inconsiderate for me is the pain that Damilola's parents went through afterwards. Mother died not long after her son was killed, and the father died recently as well. You would think that somebody would, be careful. Anyway, it's upsetting, but hey. Okay. Toby talks about setting up. Please listen to Toby talking he says that they set up safe houses throughout London to house young people who had nowhere safe to live in. Come to find out that these trap houses that Toby said he created for these young people were not safe in those places. In fact, there is videos of one of the young boys being beaten, beaten with a belt. Right, Vessel? We showed that video, right? We showed the video. So, anyway, let's continue. Now, look at Toby said that they. Oh, Vessel is not here. Wait, what happened? Wait, hold on. Can you guys see the stream? Right. I don't know what's that. Something is.
Sorry, Afro. I pressed the wrong button. I just want to I want to sincerely apologize and backtrack. No, he was not unalive. He was not killed by white boys. I'm mixing his story up with another incident that happened with another young
that
black
young
man.
boy, that young boy.
Yes, with another young black man. I apologize. It was his case. It was not racially motivated. He was not killed by white boys. I take that back. I apologize.
No worries. And to anyone who's offended by that, apologize. We make mistakes and we can, because that's a very sensitive, very sensitive. I think the one you're talking about is Stephen Lawrence.
There's Stephen Lawrence and there's another one as well.
Okay. All right. No worries. So Toby says that before the pandemic, there were 10 of these trap houses. But post COVID, it went up to 28, which is a lie. They employ a team of 6 clinical psychologists who offer young people therapy. Really? Wait, I want you to just stop and think for a minute. This man from Nigeria, whose papers he has not got, but he's helping young boys while running a church and running trap houses. Well, and on top of that, he has SMEs. He's got a business here. He's got, he's overseeing all of this. On top of that, they have the capacity to employ 6 clinical psychologists. Okay. 6 clinical psychologists. Toby, can you name them?
Afro, I'm worried about whether they got consent from these children's parents to have them receive this treatment, to have them move into a trap house, to have them apply for loans in their names, to have them donate their money, their blood for money. Where are the parents of these children in all of this?
The first question I need to ask you, do you believe there were 6 clinical psychologists?
No, I don't. Toby was the clinical psychologist, messing with their brains.
That's all. That's all I needed to know. Because let me tell you, I have had, with my son, to get his diagnosis of autism, we had to go through, the clinical psychologist even had to come to the house a couple of times. Right? So there's all these, it was so detailed. You mean that Toby had the capacity to employ those? But give me a break, please. Anyway, it says that the church, Spark Nation, that does not have its own home address. Spark Nation, they are in Hilton today. Tomorrow they are in. Apparently, they said that they have the largest food bank in London, which has to date provided 136 meals for the needy. He established a a CIC dedicated to supporting it. Just So he says that this work he does is very important. He is personally wait, how important he is personally to the work at Spark Nation. He writes that he tried to get other people involved in coordinating the work, but he's the brain behind the organization. In oral evidence, he gave examples, right? He said he started a recording studio to employ young people who are interested in pursuing careers in music. And on 2 occasions, when they tried to hand this over to others to run it, it has started failing. So he therefore had to get back into being involved. He also had recent success in organizing a large football tournament. I managed to organize 5,000 spectators and 42 teams in a week. That's a lie. We saw the video yesterday. There was no way those were 5,000 people. It is a lie. He says no one else can do this. Can you imagine the audacity of this man? The young man in the winning team still had a tag on his leg. The football videos that we saw, I didn't see any young boy with a tag. But anyway, after that, listen to the lie here. After that, both Arsenal and Chelsea academies expressed an interest in him. It was the appellant's personal contacts and energy which made this possible. So, Arsenal and Chelsea, did they pick him up? Guys, I want you to think Arsenal and Chelsea come to this field and they see a boy with a tag on his leg. And Arsenal and Chelsea say, that's the one we want. Never mind the tag. Never mind, that's the one we want. This is the nonsense they want you to believe. Oh, no, not us. These people are trying to convince the judge. Anyway, so he continues. He says, what else? Let's see, where am I? In his first witness statement, he stressed his personal relationship with young people involved in SPAC Nation, asserting that some of the members could turn to terrorism. SPAC Nation has potential terrorists. SPAC Nation has potential terrorists. If Tobi leaves the UK, these people will become terrorists. This is what he's saying. That they could turn to terrorism if not carefully mentored and monitored in this unique way that I approach each case. He said that after SPAC Nation were driven out of Croydon by local MP, a matter to which we return below. We'll come back to it. Knife crime rose in the area by 50%. We were shown a short video showcasing some of the appellant's most recent projects. These included 2 marches to Downing Street, one by women and one by men from the church, and launching a STEM think tank at Imperial College. Okay, let's continue. He stressed that it is particularly in the role of mediator that he is most needed by SPAC Nation. He states that he has an ability to connect with young gang members that others do not. So Tobi has a way of speaking to gang members that you and myself, nobody else has. Tobi can get between 2 gangs. I don't know what he's going to say to them, but he reckons he's able to stop them, right? If he does not attend a service for whatever reason, people will start to leave and they will not stay for the service. People come to see him. They are inspired by him. He's able to persuade these youngsters, in particular gang members, to lay down their weapons and join the church together. For instance, in 2016, he managed to avert a war between rival gangs in the Wood Green and Tottenham by having them together at the same service. He went out onto the streets and engaged with the leaders and got them to take the stage together. Asked what the impact would be on the UK if he were to return to Nigeria, the appellant said it would be like the impact on Croydon. Tobi says, send him to Nigeria. Your crime rate in the UK is going to double. This is Tobi. Said crime rate will rise again, and as he put it, the boys on the street will go back to the street if I am not there. In his most recent witness statement, he maintains that thousands of young people, families, and communities rely on the support and guidance that I provide. Alluding to the riots that took place over the summer in the UK, he further says that in view of the recent fascist uprising, my presence is needed to calm the nerves of people from ethnic minorities. Okay, how many of you, when you see and hear Tobi, how many of you does he help to calm your nerves? This is a question I'm asking for research purposes. How many of you, your nerves are calm when you see and hear Tobi? Right, let's see. All right, people, GMS Nightmare definitely gets very calm. The nerves are sorted when they see Tobi. In fact, let me let me put a reminder of what Toby looks like. So to calm you all's nerves, you see, your nerves need to be calmed.
Afro, the only picture of Toby that calms my nerves is the one where he's pulling that suitcase, and somebody said he was wearing his father's clothes.
No, this vessel, please calm your nerves. Look.
No, Afro, the only picture that will calm my nerves is that one where they said he was walking from, I don't know, to wherever with that suitcase,
Guys, let
and
me
those
show.
oversized clothes.
Sorry, the suitcase and the oversized clothes. Uncle, you mean the uncle walking from Dagenham to where's the place? Dagenham to somewhere else. I don't remember. Anyway, folks, if you're wondering what is this big work that Toby's doing with the young people that he needs to stay in the UK, you didn't know that Toby is getting knives from these people. You didn't know? No, you didn't know? Let me show you the knives that Toby is getting from people. Look at knives. Have you gotten knives like this from young people before? Huh? Have you gotten knives? Look at these are the knives that they took from the young people on a Sunday in the church. They come and give testimony. They give their life to Christ in Toby's church. They came to the church with these knives in their hand. And while they were listening to Toby in the service, they thought, I'm going to drop my knife. Never mind, I can buy another one as soon as I walk out of here. As soon as I walk out, I can just go Tesco and go and buy another knife. Let me just drop my knife. Oh, I might as well drop my lighter as well. My lighter. Guys, look at lighter, grinder, and Rizla. Is that not Rizla? That paper. Guys, look now. And Toby sat there and took photos. This is my handwork. This is the work that I do. Does anyone think that this picture would have made it into the documents sent to tribunal? Do you think this picture would have? I think this one would have been at the forefront. Look at this lighter. Toby. This guy, if you guys send Toby back to Nigeria, you won't see this kind of knives. Look what Toby's anyway. Let's continue. Knives. So anyway, you guys, your nerves are calm now, right? Right. So he said, my presence is needed to calm the nerves of people from ethnic minorities. He denied he would be able to continue to lead this work via social media if he were to return to Nigeria. He said that his work takes place in real life and that people don't come to him because of social media. It's because he rolls up his sleeves and gets on with it. He did not accept Ms. Wachiku's suggestion that he is well known on social media in both his country and Nigeria, and that this is an important part of his life. The tribunal asked the appellant to clarify how he manages all this work day to day. He explained that he plans to attend up to 6 church events or services per day. 6 church events or services per day. But sometimes he runs late and is unable to get to all of them. This is because he's very often called upon to sit and talk to an individual who approaches him after he has spoken. And he might end up speaking to such a young person for 3 to 4 hours about their lives. While I do not doubt that people want to speak to Toby, people want to engage with him, but 3, 4 hours after you
I'm sorry. I have to ask, does he have any counseling qualification or any psychology or psychological background? What is his qualification in this instance that he'll sit with someone and talk about their problems for 3 hours? What is he telling them, and what is that person telling him? Because if he had some sort of qualification, when they were asking him for outside the rules stuff, he would have brought it up. I'm a counselor. I've got this qualification that allows me to work with young people. And at the moment, the UK needs people with my sort of qualifications so that we can intervene on what is happening with the youth.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't have that. That's why he couldn't say that. Yes,
He's not
Davina, he doesn't
working.
work. He doesn't
Hey,
work. That's why
Domina.
he's got 6 church activities to try and to attempt to attend
Per day.
per day.
Per day. When I told you that these people, they're all filled with Tobi Adeboyega, because that's all they think about. 6 services per day. See, the exaggeration, eh? The exaggeration. Anyway, the appellant also visits approximately 20 congregants in their homes per week. Toby, you're visiting young ladies in their homes. Is this appropriate for a preacher to go and be visiting people at home? Is it? Why? Why does it? Okay, it says many of the projects take time, patience, and personal contacts to pull together. For example, the football tournament took many weeks of organizing. Wait, though. The other part I read said it took him 1 week to organize. Do you guys remember that? Vessel? Do you remember the guy said it took him 1 week to organize the football tournament?
Yes.
Look at this. So, for instance, the football tournament took many weeks of organizing. We can't just pull something like that off. You need to invest the time. You do your rounds, your leg work. Wait, what page are we on? So, page 8. So, guys, look at this. He says it took many weeks. Okay, guys, look at this. So, football tournament took many weeks, right? Let's go back to here where we're talking about football. And look at this. He also had recent success in organizing a large football tournament. I managed to organize 5,000 spectators and 42 teams in a week. No one else can do that. Here, 5,042 teams in 1 week. Then we come back here. And now we're saying it took us several weeks. Where did he go? Where did he go? Yeah, look at this. The same tournament now is taking many weeks to organize. He has supported young people to open 142 businesses, and very often these need his encouragement and guidance as well. How? How if he doesn't have the business, the knowledge? Anyway, this guy. Anyway, ask. Now let me continue. Asked in cross-examination to clarify who lives in his home. The appellant said that at one time there were about 40 young people. 40 young people living in Tobi's house. When they need the toilet, when they need the bathroom, what happens then? Guys, 40 people. Now there's about 10 people living there. The appellant, or rather Mary, the keyboardist, provides for all of them. It is a 4-bedroom property that she rents in Kingston. Someone was asking for location, right? So who was it? Was it Vessel asking for location?
Yes, so it's Kingston and not
It's in Kingston.
5 minutes from Buckingham Palace. This Toby. Aye.
Hey, they have 10 people living in 4 bedrooms. So that means Toby and his wife are in 1 bedroom. Then Toby and the second wife are in another bedroom. Is this how we're doing it? 4 bedrooms, 10 people. The same house had 40 people. Yeah, just packing these people like sardines. The appellant said that his community work has been recognized by the police and the government, by the office of the London Mayor, by Croydon Council, the Home Office working team. Wait, the same Home Office that are deporting you. The appellant states that he has chaired the Home Office Committee on Knife Crime and that he visited Downing Street on countless occasions. He was at the gate. Remember, countless occasions when he went marching to go and deliver a letter. So, yeah, it has been countless occasions, but just to go and stand at the gate. He writes that his leadership is unique and that senior police officers would attest to the fact that I am an absolute necessity to their fight against crime. Wait, the police officers that are employed, that go to training to attend to do the job that they do, will come and attest to Toby, this guy, that Toby is vital to the work that they do. Can you see? I don't know if Sadiq Khan met him. What is going on? Come on, people. What is this? That the police would attest to the fact that he's an absolute necessity. Anyway, here we go. This is where it gets important. In respect of the criticisms made of Spark Nation, the appellant emphasizes that no one has ever faced criminal charges, hence the reason why you all need to sign the petition. He keeps boasting nobody was brought to question on these issues. Not that there wasn't any issues there. There were, but the police chose to drop the charges. They chose to just overlook. They did a whole disservice. So I'm going to put the link once again. Please sign the petition. Thank you, Coach Vivian. I appreciate. Sign the petition. Sino Pataki, you're asking a very good question. What about the 2 kids? There is no, so far so good. Have you seen anything at all about the 2 kids? Nothing. Nothing at all. Maybe it's coming later on. Just hold on. Maybe. But we've not seen anything. GMS. So the London police force can't operate without the mighty Toby. No, they cannot. They will attest to him being vital to police work. This is what Toby wants you to believe.
So he believes that a whole MP has got something against him because he feels threatened. So he's using his political powers to try and discredit him. He is intentionally ignoring the hurt that he has caused, the abuse that has taken place, calling it politically motivated, a political motivated attack on his person. He doesn't see his lies. He doesn't see the lives he has destroyed. He sees none of that. He finds an excuse where none is necessary. This is the type of person who will never apologize because they see no wrongdoing in what they've done.
No. And Coach Vivian says, I don't care. He has affected my family. Did he affect your family or no? I'm not sure. I don't care. He has affected my family. Not sure. Is that what you mean? I hate this man and his fake leaders. But are you saying that he has affected your family? Okay, let's continue. Vessel is jumping the gun. We never even reached that place yet. She's already.
No, it's there.
I know.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
No, it's okay. Don't do that, but it's okay. View these allegations are made by people who do not know. You see, here he goes now with blaming people and pointing fingers. Right? They don't know how the organization is run. He states that the Metropolitan Police have cleared him and Spark Nation of any wrongdoing. That's not true. The fact that they chose not to look into it does not absolve you or anyone of any wrongdoing. Am I right or am I wrong, Vessel?
You're right, Afro. And it's possible that the Met didn't follow through because no witnesses came forward. And no witnesses came forward because perhaps they were threatened.
And afraid.
And afraid, exactly.
Right.
There's a reason why they didn't just sit back and say, you know, we're not following this through anymore. No. Because even when his file was mistakenly filed away, and he was probably thinking, oh, God has answered our prayers. They have lost this, that, and that. The Home Office went and dug it out.
They went and looked
said,
for it.
hang on. We forgot to do something. This guy. You know? And also seeing him and his fakery, his flamboyant lifestyle. This man would not sit in one corner and be quiet. He's like a flashing red beacon in the middle of the night.
Yes. Completely agree.
That's why they went back and dug out his file. How does he know? Perhaps the police are going to do the same. They might be gathering evidence. I mean, before the charity was shut down and everything, it was 4 years of investigations. 4 years. How does he not? Perhaps maybe the Met is gathering the evidence or whatever. Either that or he's either paid off witnesses or victims or threatened them. I mean, there was the screenshot we saw where they were talking about these people that haven't fully transitioned going to bop people.
From gang life.
Yes. They haven't fully transitioned. How do we know, Toby? This guy is just a walking disaster.
He is. So he believes that many of the attacks on him are politically motivated. In particular, the Labour MP in Croydon, who has been very critical of Spark Nation, felt threatened by church members who were supporting the Conservative Party. And so he wanted to get rid of them. Well, your people did not win. Your people supported, they didn't win. The allegations that the church is a cult are unfounded. No, they're not unfounded. This is Toby's daft mind. He says cults operate in secret. That's a lie. A cult can be right in your face like this. Toby has said this multiple times that cults operate in secret, but they are not in secret. They are out there. So he thinks that he's not a cult because they don't operate in secret. This is terrible. Spark Nation is entirely open. All services are broadcast live on 4 major public service public social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, etc. The appellant emphasized in his December 2021 witness statement that he has been thoroughly open with the media. For instance, the BBC, when they made a number of films about him, and with Sky News, which broadcast for several days from one of their safe houses. Really. The appellant states that these documentaries have been seen by over 10 million people. In that same witness statement, the appellant criticizes the BBC for one documentary they made, which was critical of the organization. From the context, we understand this to be an episode of Panorama which accused the church of exploiting young congregants for financial gain. The young appellant states that he states that he has appended an email chain and apology. He has appended, wait. The appellant states that he has appended an email chain and apology from the BBC. The same descriptor appears in the index to the bundle. In fact, the letter in question contains no apology. What is wrong with this
man? He's ridiculous. So he'll put it on the appendix that there's a letter. There is a what do you call it? An apology letter that doesn't exist.
Wait, Tobi's saying that the BBC apologized. Wait, he said the appellant states that he has appended an email chain and apology from the BBC. The same descriptor appears in the index to the bundle. In fact, the letter in question contains no apology. This guy is in Delulu land. Tobi is in Delulu land. And that they had been unable to prevent the Panorama team using some footage that had been shot by BBC Northern Ireland. In his oral evidence, the appellant addressed allegations that he has personally gained by his involvement in his church. For example, people have pointed to the fact that he wears designer clothing and drives expensive cars. He was adamant that all of his personal possessions have been paid for by Mary. Mary, the keyboardist, is the one. Wait, let me see comments. They threaten many and hide. My first ever exposing video inspired BBC documentary. My sister was a leader there as evangelist. To this day, took my money for that. Coach Vivian, if you would like to share your story with us, we would love to hear. I've been saying these are the voices that we need. The more people are speaking up, the better. Oh, wow. And Coach Vivian, can I say thank you to you? It is voices like yours that helped get the BBC and other people in to come and have a look. Thank you. Wow, let's see. And those homes some owned by myself and my mother in the Lord. And those homes, some owned by myself, mother in the Lord. Very disgusting church, stupid, foolish, I must go down. They lied, they needed it for homeless, using it for trap house nonsense. Honestly, oh wow. As much as I respect the presenting officer from the Home Office, Miss Wachiko, there are so many lies and crimes in this case that she should have forwarded his case to the police. Indeed, Sino Pataki. Sino Pataki. They just decided this thing just in November here. November. You don't know what discussions are being had. You know, Christmas was coming. Everybody's getting slow by the end of the year. These people really went in. These people saw through Tobi's BS. Calm down, Sino Patakio. Calm down. Hey, things might be happening. You don't know. You don't know. Now I'm just agnostic, borderline spiritual. Fantastic. Well done to you because of this. And I've reported them. They are a cult, people. I completely agree with you. My family has been broken up by this church. Wow. Vessel.
This man is evil.
Pastor Nikki contacted you. These people.
Does Pastor Nikki have criminal convictions?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. I've not heard anything about her having criminal convictions. No.
Because the way he moves, like with, especially looking at Maria Muller.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's just done. He's just surrounded himself with people who are, who
The
can,
worst of the worst.
who can threaten people, who can mobilize people to do harm to others, who can think of harming people. I mean, Mariam Muller was in jail. Where was it? Was it Spain or France?
I don't even know what country.
Some country like that. And she met another woman who is British, who was also in there. And Mariam contacted this woman's family, claiming she can help their mother be released. And these people sent her £5,000 or £6,000, not knowing that she too is in the same jail. She too can come out.
No, she was already out.
Was she
had
out?
come out. Yes, she was out when she contacted the family of said people and said to them she's out and they can help their mother get out too.
My goodness.
Yeah. So those ones said, oh wow, yes, let's go ahead and do this. And they sent money and Miriam took the money and ran. Guys, I will if anyone would like to share, if you would like to share your stories with us, you don't have to come with your faces on here. Your voices matter a lot. I mean, if you would like to share, I will put my email is in the in the if you go and look in the about section of my page, it's right there, my email address. Please email me, okay? And if you would like to come and share with us, because when you look at Spark Nation, there are lots of good people there. There are lots of young people I feel sorry for, and my motherly instinct kicks in when I see them, and I'm thinking, these are someone's children, these are people's friends, lovers, aunties, cousins. Come on, we need to, so if you would like to, you think it was in Spain, right? Germany, okay. We found out last year that my little cousin working as escort to get money for seeds. Oh no, come on.
But we said it yesterday, Afro. We said that that won't be past them.
Yes, we did say that, to be honest with you. Wow.
This is
sometimes you say these
terrible.
things, but you don't think that it would get that deep.
But
No.
Afro, why is this man allowed to? This is heartbreak. Why is this man allowed to do these things and get away with them. You see him there wearing the Gucci, the Louis Vuitton, trying to lure more people in so he can harm them. That's all he wants to do, harm them. He doesn't want to help anyone because he cannot help anyone. He can't even help himself. All he wants to do is to harm people or to teach people how to harm other people to get something. I mean, look at that bleeding for seeds. I won't put anything past this guy.
Wow.
Do you know that it runs deep? One day, people are going to come forward and they'll have terrible stories to share about this man.
We're already hearing the stories. Look at them in the comments already.
Yes, but this is just the thing, tip of the iceberg. This is just you see those young people, they will come forward and they will tell us.
Indeed. So if you would like to share with us, please. Oh my, Toby is like nature boy. My goodness. So if you'd like to share, please, I'll leave my email address. You can go and look for it. It's right there. And you don't have to come on camera. We can just hear your voice and you'll be just fine. Right? And I am so sorry that this has happened to your family. And this is the reason why we're doing this, is so that people can hear this and learn. And the ones that are there, when they come on TikTok and thing and they see their pastor's face, they will tune in and say, wow, so this happened to other people that I knew nothing about in my church. They will start to think. So, wow. Anyway, let's continue with this. Okay, so Toby says it's Mario that is looking after him. So Toby is a house husband. And Mary is the one paying for all his designer clothes. He has never taken a penny from the church. Ha! Ah, 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 ah. Toby says he has never taken a penny from the church. The exposer is re-releasing the videos. Yes, I'm tuned in. Toby said he has never taken a penny from the church. If you believe that, if Toby has never taken any money from the church, how come Mary does not wear designer clothes? The person who is funding him, she doesn't wear designer. What's the other one? What's the other lady? Lucy does not wear designer. Only Toby, who is at the top, wears these things. And Toby has said the reason why he wears these things is to reach out to those young people. So we're coming down to the level of young people to try and show them what exactly. I don't know. Huh? He believes that it is important for him to dress that way. Oh, wait. He believes that it is important for him to dress the way he does because he needs to inspire these young people. They need to understand that there are legitimate ways of making money. For instance, through entrepreneurship. What entrepreneurship, Toby? Most of your companies are dissolved. So wait, Toby, let me understand this. Toby is wearing designer clothes to show young people that there are ways to legitimate ways of making. Wait, how does wearing designer clothes and riding in a Lamborghini, how does that show? Can anyone tell me? Does any of you look at Toby and think, wow, that's a legitimate way to make money? Does any of you look at Toby and say, that's it? Toby is saying that the clothes that he wears Right? Clothes like this. Hold on. Let me see if I can show you just some of the clothes that he's talking about. Just hold on. You see some of the nonsense that this guy wears. Hey, just hold on. You will see some of the shenanigans this guy gets up to. Hold on, it's coming up. Right, just have a look at some of the clothes that this guy says that he wears. Wait, let's see. So he wears this to show people there are legitimate ways to do business. There are legitimate ways to make money. Besso, I know you are motivated right now.
No.
Yes.
No, I'm not.
No, Besso, please. Besso, please do me a favor and look at the clothes properly, please.
I'm not motivated. I'm sorry.
No, okay, you know what? You know what? Please look at the shoe. Look at the shoe.
No.
Oh. Which one of you is motivated by looking at what? It's just madness. How is a grown man thinking like this?
The clothes don't even sit well on him. They could be the most expensive clothes, but they don't suit him. They just no. They're expensive, nice clothes. Yes, I agree, but he makes them look ugly. And I'm not saying that because I don't like what he's doing and stuff like that. He just doesn't look good. Period. And that's my observation.
Okay. Guys, for those of you who are Christians and you go to church and you respect your pastor, your preacher, if your pastor came to church dressed like this one day, what would you think? Huh? If your pastor came to church dressed like this one day, please, what would you think? Look at it. This, of all the clothes he has worn, this one, this is the one that does it for me every time. I see this and I think this guy is mad. This thing, I'm telling you, please don't put me anywhere near this. I don't know, what shall we call this? He looks like a ninja turtle. If I'm the one standing next to him, I will get a pin and just pierce it and just let all the air out. Look at, we're even holding the belt in our hand. I mean, what is that thing he's holding in his hand? I don't know. Eh? Look at. Come on, people. Who styles this guy? Eh? Who styles him? Who is the one that said Tobi wet? Who styles him? Anyway, let's go to these are the clothes. Let me see. Do I have any other photo? Hold on, let's see. Do I have any other photo of Tobi? Do we have any more photos of Tobi? I've got a couple more to show you. Hold on. Okay. Look at this here. Look at now. Look at the guy. Look at our boys. Àwọn kan wáyé wá ṣiṣẹ́. Àwọn kan wáyé wá gbowó. Hey, look at my guy. This your preacher man. Look at your pastor. Goodness.
This one looks like, you know, when a baby's nappies are full? When the nappies full.
This is somebody's husband. We dress up before. Honey, I'm off. Where are you going? Well, you know I don't have papers, honey, so I can't go to work. I just want to ride in the car and show off at Knightsbridge. I'll be back. Okay, Lucy? Bye-bye, Okomi. Hey, Okomi, bye-bye. Leave the house to go and show off at Hyde Park, Knightsbridge. Then come back. Give his phone to the person. Yeah, take me photo. Just come on.
Afro, what is a commie?
My husband.
Oh, okay, thank you.
He said he'll get up in the morning, on Monday morning, when everybody's getting ready for work. Toby too will get up, wear his clothes. You know, he has 6 services to attend in one day. He too will dress up. Lucy will say, "Oh, call me, where are you going?" I have to go and show the young people the clothes so they can be inspired to Lucy. All these clothes are for legitimate business, to show the people that they can be they can have legitimate business. And Lucy, this is why next week I will buy Gucci. I go buy Gucci next week, so I can show them people like Work, people like Sinopataki, Vessel, and Queen Coco. Show them that they can be inspired by my Gucci. That level of thinking, so backward. It's so. See, Dr. EQ. I bet Dr. EQ right now is inspired. Dr. EQ, this one will inspire you. When you see this, Dr. EQ, even you, when you see this, you want to take off to space. You will see this and you want to be an astronaut. Not a doctor. Dr. EQ, no, you can be an astronaut. Not doctor. Eh? Yes, this is it. All my guys are drippy, drippy, drippy. Wait, because you said drippy, hold on. We could go look for drippy, drippy. All my guys are drippy, drippy, drippy. All my guys are drippy, drippy. All my guys are drippy. This is no. You guys need to see this one. This one you need to see. Wait, hold on. This one you need to see.
I know you see it, running through the back of my jeans. The water's a Rolls Royce, went to the safe, I'll keep it. I stay drippy, 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 drippy.
Oh my guys are drippy.
Oh my guys are drippy, yeah. I'ma pull up in the summer with a new whip. They won't see it coming.
We can't see it, Afro.
Huh?
We can't see it. Is it not the one with
can
the
you
Ninja
not?
Turtle? No, we can see the Ninja Turtle.
Oh, sorry.
The water's a Rolls Royce, went to the safe, I'll keep it. I stay drippy, 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 drippy. Oh my guys are drippy. Oh my guys are drippy, yeah. I'ma pull up in the summer with a new whip. They won't see it coming, but the truth is.
Drippy, drippy. Oh
I
my
know
guys
you
are
see
drippy.
it, running through the back of my jeans. The water's a Rolls Royce, went to the safe, I'll keep it. I stay drippy, 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 drippy. Oh my guys are drippy. Oh my guys are drippy, yeah.
Toby say all these clothes. Look at this one. This one now. He looks like the thing doesn't look like it's his size. This one look like Let me not say what I want to say.
Remember, they share clothes, so maybe this one is the other guy's clothes, and he borrowed it, or maybe it belongs to the other pastor. You know.
Mm-hmm. This one looks like a male sissy. Eh? You know, this one makes him look effeminate. Let me just say that. This one makes him look. This is what they call it now? Crocodile skin, tiger skin. Which one? This one makes him look like a sissy. Anyway, what do I know? Me, I don't know fashion. But this was the video I wanted to show. Okay, here we go. Let's
Oh my God, this trip is cute.
look at. This is all he lives for. Show your drip.
Best rapper in Camden. In the Game of Thrones, I'm the champion. And the Diddy bombing with a man from Bounce Green to a Hampton. King of the North, if he came, my friend, be fine the booth, cause it's straight down cold. I'll be taking the dog, be speaking in God. I. Prestige on roll. When I pattern her, she a roll. Got lyrics, I got flows. Bars harder than a pole. Bands no boys on. Can't get friends on. Yes, like T-pose. Echo symbols and burrows. Incredible, no foes on. My G's are fly like Jones. My dogs are...
That's all it's about, though. That's all it's about for Tobi. That's all it's about. All my guys are drippy. This is when he went to.
Show your drip.
Tobi's in the studio.
Oh my God, look at this drip. This is drippy, man. I'm telling you. Drippy. All my guys are drippy. Show your drip.
Wait, I think it's.
Don't worry. Oh my God, this drip is drippy.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh my God, look at this drip. This is drippy, man. I'm telling you. I don't know about you, but I'm just gonna show.
Sorry, your video is going too fast.
Hey. Show your drip. Oh my God, look at this drip. This is drippy, man. I'm telling you. Drippy. All my guys are drippy. Show your drip. Don't worry. Oh my God, this drip is drippy. Oh my God, look at this drip. This is drippy, man. I'm telling you. I don't know about you, but I'm just gonna show my drip. Drippy. Drippy. All my guys are drippy. All these guys are drippy. Oh my God. Drippy. All my guys are drippy. Hey. 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 Drippy. All my guys are drippy.
Oh yeah, look, I'm showing my drip. My drip now. My drip. Can you see my drip? Drippy. Oh my guys are drippy. Hey, me too, I'm showing my drip. This guy. Look at, they're showing their drip. Hey.
Afro. All these people saying drippy. Where are they? Were they
Most
there at
gone.
the service, the crossover service?
Some of them are still there. I can see S Rose. S Rose is still there. Some of these people are still there.
No, but maybe 2 or 3. Look at how full that hall is, Afro. Compared to the number of people that were at the crossovers, you could count them. It was 4 rows of people. You could count how many people were in that auditorium.
Which one? Which one are you talking about?
The crossover.
They're all gone.
No
Most of the ones,
one is done for that nonsense.
most of the ones there now are like new faces.
Yes, they haven't experienced the abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or they're in too deep. They're still heavily brainwashed. They don't know what else to turn to.
We just say she likes the outfits. Okay. We just are you inspired? Hmm? Are you inspired? Afro, you're going to make Daddy Freeze salivate with this video. No, no need for him to salivate. 11-11 next year. He should come now and do party again. 11-11 next year. He should come. Come and do party. Huh? It's full of women. Young women, you mean? Young ladies. To be the drippy sissy.
Next 11-11 should be in Ibadan. That's where they should do it, not London.
I'm more bad. Kini so rare. They go do they go do drippy in Ibadan. Let us drip in Ibadan. Chineke. 44-year-old uncle on top of bleeding for seed. Get the drip. Chineke. Some of these people bled. They bled to get all right. Drippy, drippy. Oh my guys are drippy.
Show your chip, don't worry. Show yours.
So Toby, let me explain something to you, Toby. This is counterproductive. So you want to dress to show these people. Imagine you're in this place and you have Primark shoes while everybody's showing their drip. How would that make you feel? No, seriously, how would that make you feel? Knowing that you can't go forward and go and show your Primani. You can't. So what will happen is this person will think, next week I have to either beg, steal, or borrow. So I can come and dance drippy, drippy, drippy song. All my guys are drippy, drippy. What? Anyway, let's continue. This is my. When I first saw this video, all my guys are drippy, drippy. I knew that look, it can't go far. This cannot, because young people want to. This is horrible. What things like this? Anyway, let's continue with this. Okay. He said all his drip, right, were paid for by Mary. He has never taken a penny from the church. He believes that it is important for him to dress that way that he does because he needs to inspire these young people. Right? They need to understand that there are legitimate ways of making money through entrepreneurship. He acknowledged that in his witness statement that Spark Nation have been investigated by Charity Commission. This matter was the subject of close cross-examination by Ms. Huanchuku. He explained that although the commission recognized our work in the community, they had a disagreement with our accounting system. The appellant explained that a typical church gets tithes and offering. We operate differently. Spark Nation proposed a program for the year and set up local entities to drive that goal. For instance, the establishment of a safe house. Those local groups then fundraise independently. The Charity Commission were unhappy with that as they were unable to see clearly where the funds were coming from. They wanted a central bank account, but the banks refused to open one for Spark Nation. Why would the bank refuse to open? Why would they refuse? Anyway, At one time, okay, never mind. At one time, the church did have bank accounts, but these were closed down and no reasons given. When church leaders subsequently tried to open accounts in the church name, they were repeatedly turned down. They had a huge public argument with Barclays because of this. SPAC Nation members felt it was because they were black and young. In her cross examination on the 20th of August 2024, Ms. Wachuku put it to the appellant that the SPAC Nation had been closed down as a result of investigations by the Charity Commission and others. We were directed to an article published on the BBC website in June 2022, in which it was reported that the organization had been declared insolvent. Ms. Washuku had also obtained a printout from company's house. The appellants agreed that a previous manifestation of the church had been closed down following a hearing in the High Court, but that they are now operating under the name of SPAC Nation Limited. He maintained that the Charity Commission had now closed all inquiry into its finances. He stated he has a letter to this effect, and that a thorough check of the correspondence will reveal no finding of wrongdoing, as we note in the introduction to this decision. In fact, no such letter appeared in the appellant's bundle. Tobi keeps saying they've got a letter of apology from BBC. They did not find the letter of apology. They've got a letter from the Charity Commission. There is no such letter. Come on. Huh? He stated that he had a letter to this effect, and a thorough check of the correspondence revealed that there was no letter. Oh, we reveal no finding of wrongdoing. As we note in the introduction, no, hold on, where am I? The Church Commission. Okay. The only correspondence we could find was an email from a Charity Commission dated the 20th of October 2019 stating that no further action would be taken in respect of a SPAC pastor standing for political office, and an accusation that SPAC members had campaigned on her behalf. Given that this was an issue which arose in cross-examination, we gave the appellant permission to provide a copy of this letter after the hearing. The letter is dated 12th of June 2024 and is addressed to the appellant's brother, Reverend Dakbo Adeboyega. It states that the commission is in the concluding stages of its statutory inquiry into SPAC Nation and serves as a covering letter to the confidential draft of the final report. It invites Dakbo Adeboyega to read and comment on the report, which should he wish to do so. The report itself was published on the 22nd of August, and it does not mention the appellant personally. Its central findings are as follows. So this is what the Charity Commission, this is their conclusion. Charity concluded that there were serious misconduct and or mismanagement in the administration of the charity, which was sustained over a substantial period of time. The trustees failed to act with reasonable care and skill, including while the statutory inquiry was open. While the inquiry was open, these people were still doing nonsense. Anyway, let me continue. The trustees repeatedly failed to address the commission's regulatory concerns, in particular in relation to its operating in cash. The charity's safeguarding practices were inadequate. For example, there was a lack of trustee oversight and reporting, which placed the charity's beneficiaries at risk. The charity did investigate the one safeguarding complaints that it received directly and attempted unsuccessfully to engage with those making allegations in the media. Can you imagine? However, particularly given the nature of the concerns raised in the media, the trustees should have considered if they could do more to strengthen the charity's safeguarding practices and appliance with its policies and procedures. The way in which the charity operated was highly unusual and placed its charitable assets, including its reputation, at considerable risk. The charity's financial record keeping was inadequate, including for payments that could have posed a reputational risk to the charity. The trustees failed to discharge their trustee duties under charity law, and the director under and their director duties under company law, which resulted in the insolvency service applying for a petition for a public interest winding up, which was granted. The charity had been mismanaged to such an extent that another regulator had to take steps to wind it up. Can you imagine? For the respondents, we were provided with 2 additional articles about Spark Nation. The BBC and Independent both reported in June 2022 that various former members of the church had alleged financial exploitation and fraud. Accusations taken up by Steve Reed in Parliament. My goodness. But that the Metropolitan Police had dropped the investigation. The Insolvency Service had found no accounting records which could support the church's claim. The church's claimed 1.87 million in expenditure. So the Insolvency Service found no accounting records which support the church's claimed 1.87 million in expenditure, and its chief investigator has concluded that the church was operating with a lack of transparency. This has resulted in an order in the High Court closing the church down and a declaration of insolvency. Our findings, right? So this is the findings of the judge and, well, the basically the uh, respondents. We remind ourselves of our task. Pursuant to the decision of Upper Tribunal Judge Allen, we are first asked to evaluate the appellant's contribution to life in the UK and to determine to what extent, if any, that contribution reduces the weight to be attached to the public interest in refusing him leave to remain on Article 8 grounds. In undertaking that assessment, we must be guided by the operative law as set by Lane J. Intaka. We remind ourselves that we must be satisfied that the contribution is very significant, and in practice, this is likely to arise only where the matter is one over which there can be no real disagreement. One touchstone for determining this is to ask whether the removal of the appellant could lead to an irreplaceable loss to the community of the United Kingdom or to a significant element of it. Once we have established the extent of the contribution made by the appellant, we must then conduct an overall evaluation of the appellant's family and private life in the UK and balance this against the public interest in refusing leave to someone who is unable to meet the requirements of the immigration rules. It should be noted that for legal and operational reasons, the organization with which the appellant is involved has had several names and incarnations. They keep changing their names, several names and incarnations. Herein, we simply use the umbrella term Spark Nation because we are satisfied that for the purpose of this appeal, any legal distinction are not relevant. The Secretary of State accepts much of what the appellant has to say. It does not appear to be contested that the appellant plays a pivotal role in the establishment of Spark Nation. It is accepted that he is regarded as senior pastor in the church and that he has been involved in its charity activities and work in the community in London. Those agreed matters are our starting point. Is everybody still with me? Are you guys still with me?
Yes, Afro, because the guy's name is not on any documentation.
Right.
Is it Dapo? Why are they contacting Dapo? Because Dapo's name is on there.
Yes.
Not Toby.
Hmm.
Toby is nowhere to be found. Even in the companies, is nowhere to be found. Do you
Nowhere.
see him thinking that he's being strategic and clever has actually worked against him?
Hmm.
Basically, the way they look at it, all he's saying is just waffling. It's just words. There's no way to prove. This is why the Home Office lady said something about prior to 2005.
Hmm.
It needs to prove it. Otherwise, all it is just words. And then when you start questioning him, or he gets stuck, he start calling you a dullard, a rat, a cockroach.
Hmm.
It's crazy.
One thing he didn't understand, he didn't envisage is that, look, how can you be claiming to be a pastor of this church? Now you're telling everyone that you are the main brains. But then when they go and look, your name is not on anything. That's how does that make sense? How? How does that make sense? Toby, they bed, they sleep. So Shegun Adeyemi, you know they bed, they sleep. Look you dey awake to come and type comment in here. Hey, yeah. How much did Toby give you now? Shegun Adeyemi, how much has Toby given you to come and oh sorry, I forgot. Toby does not pay. You guys pay Toby. How much did you pay for you to come and add this comment here? I bet Shegun Adeyemi went to Toby, said, Toby, don't worry. Don't worry. Let me give you £20. I will go and put comments in Afro 80s. You see? Don't mind Afro 80s and Vessel. Let me, yeah, Toby, take £40. Let me go and put comments. Eh? You paid him to come and put comments. Hey, look at yourself. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue. So, we see no reason to reject the evidence generally about the charitable endeavors of Spark Nation, namely that it runs a food bank in London, and that it operates a series of safe houses, and it supports its members in starting up their own businesses or in otherwise legitimately earning a living for themselves. We accept that the church has endeavored to lead young congregants away from crime and gangs in particular, and that it has, in individual cases, been successful in doing so. We have read with care the personal testimonies of young people who took the time to write to the Home Office in support of the appellant's human rights claim in 2021, summarized at our 1721. Anyway, although there is ordinarily a limit that can be placed on evidence that is not tested, and evidence which is relatively old, we note that Ms. Nwachukwu did not make any submissions about these letters and statements, and we are prepared to treat them at face value as reflecting the genuine feelings and beliefs of the authors at the time and that they were written. The witnesses all testified to the appellant having played an important role in their lives, to having them turned away from crime, drugs, and antisocial behavior. It is obvious that his preaching and his personal intervention meant a great deal to them. My goodness. Toby's preaching meant a great deal to you people. Something must be wrong with all of you. Because when we have gone and we have tried to listen to what Toby has to say, and my goodness, I will even end this live stream. I will go and show people this is what you people are attesting to. We further accept that the appellant and his partner have. See, Sino Pataki, um, who was the person that was asking me about Toby's children? So far, so good. We're on page 12. Nothing about children yet. Huh? So we further accept that the appellant and his partner have, as detailed by these witnesses, opened the doors to their own home and accommodated vulnerable young people at various stages over the years. Likewise, we are prepared to accept that the supportive letters from various community leaders and honest reflection. Right? We do not doubt. We do not doubt that over the years he has impressed a lot of people. We do, however, note the absence of corroborative evidence in respect of most prominent agencies that the appellant claims as his supporters. There was nothing before us from Metropolitan Police, from Downing Street, the Mayor of London, or the Home Office. All the institutions which the appellant claims to have enthusiastically endorsed his work. Can you imagine? Toby went and bragged, but had nothing to show that these people actually were endorsing his work. The absence of any supporting evidence from the Metropolitan Police is particularly striking given the appellant's claim that senior police officers would attest to the fact that I am an absolute necessity to their fight against crime. So these court people were expecting a letter from the police. Anyway, no such attestation was before us, and it is in that context that we evaluate what was the central plank of appellant's case, that he personally has been instrumental in preventing gang warfare and knife crime in the capital. As we have said, we have accepted the individual testimonies of witnesses who aver that they left lives of criminality with the appellant's help. Beyond these few cases, it has not been possible for us to reach any positive conclusion about the impact that he may have had more widely. In his oral evidence, he repeatedly claimed that he was driven out of Croydon, and the knife crime in that area rose by 50%. As evidence of this claim, Mr. Olawanle attempted to rely on an article which covered, in general terms, the fact that knife crime in Croydon is high. This article nowhere mentioned the appellant or SPAC Nation, nor did it offer any comparative data over a period of time. As such, it was of no assistance at all in establishing whether there was in fact a 50% rise in knife crime in Croydon after the appellant ceased his operation in the borough, or if there was, whether that can be attributed to his absence. This unevidenced claim about Croydon was characteristic of the appellant's evidence overall, which we found in many instances to be hyperbolic. Chai. For instance, there was nothing at all to support his assertions that his presence in London is needed to calm the nerves of people from ethnic minorities following the fascist uprising of August 2024, or that his presence is an absolute necessity to fighting crime. There was no corroboration for this claim to have visited Downing Street on countless occasions. Chai. Vessel, are you there?
I'm here and laughing. I love how they're picking at everything he has said. They're picking at everything and responding. They're picking at it, checking it. Is it true? Is it not true? Oh, I love their responses.
Okay.
I love their responses.
Let's continue. See, there was no corroboration for his claim to have visited Downing Street on countless occasions. These are examples of the areas of the appellant's evidence which we are satisfied that he sought to grossly inflate his influence. Let me read that again. These are examples of areas of the appellant's evidence where we are satisfied. Home Office, lawyers, these people are satisfied, the judges, that Toby sought to grossly inflate his influence. This tendency can be seen in all areas of the evidence that were more particularized. In his live evidence, the appellant repeatedly referred to having single-handedly recently organized a huge football tournament. I managed to organize 5,000 spectators and 42 teams in a week. No one else can do this. We were told that the appellant had launched a STEM think tank for students from ethnic minorities at Imperial College. These statements were no doubt intended to convey an impression of the wide reach of the appellant's activities and, crucially, to his personal involvement in their organization. In fact, as he later acknowledged, the football tournament had taken many weeks of legwork, and the STEM project was actually organized by students who had simply invited him to speak at their opening event. When we asked him to describe an average day, the appellant told us that he schedules 6 church events per day, 7 days a week. These can be all over London. He visits as many as 20 congregants per week in their homes and is called upon to spend between 3 to 4 hours talking on a one-to-one basis to a troubled young person. He also told us about the time that he spent supervising and helping some of the many businesses, many business ventures or CIC set up by Spark Nation, and to organizing food bank, really. Even allowing for his admission that sometimes this packed itinerary causes him to run late. We find it to be implausible that he has time to undertake all this work personally. We consider it far more likely that his work is distributed amongst the many pastors, congregants, and supporters of Spark Nation. Now, this is where it gets good. Drawing all of this together, we accept that whatever else it is, Spark Nation is a large and well-organized group which has obviously delivered a range of benefits to its congregants, supporters, and more widely to young people from marginalized communities. We are satisfied that the appellant has played a role in that. We are, however, unable to accept his assertions that his presence is vital for the continuation of this work. The evidence before us indicates that Spark Nation delivers or supports a wide range of community initiatives like George Moore, who are wholly satisfied that this work will continue regardless of whether the appellant is playing a part in it. Presumably, the people who contribute financially do not do so for the benefit of the appellant. They give because they want to support the work. Similarly, the people who are out on the streets of London delivering food parcels are doing so because they wish to help those in need in their community, not because they are in a thrall to the appellant. As he himself would have it, this is a church, not a cult. We are not satisfied that the good work that Spark Nation undertakes generally would collapse or even significantly suffer should the appellants be required to leave the UK. As we note above, we are satisfied that there are individuals for whom the appellant has been a significant source of moral and financial support, and we have attached weight to the positive influence that he has brought to these young people's lives. We are, however, unable to accept that he is the only person in the church who could effect such interventions, or that the support he has offered to these individuals amounts to a very significant contribution of the sort Lane J has in mind in the car. It follows that we need say very little about the Charity Commission report. Safe to say that it clearly identifies very serious failings in the management of Spark Nation. It simply serves to underline that the appellant's activities and the extent to which they may have been said to amount to a significant contribution are not matters over which there could be real disagreement. We have found it necessary to We have not found it necessary to investigate or consider the various allegations that have been publicly made by SPAC Nation, that have been publicly made against SPAC Nation by former members, the MP of the BBC Panorama, amongst others. We were provided with very limited evidence in this regard, and we have not given it any weight in our overall assessment, right? Accordingly, we are not satisfied that the appellant's charity work in the UK is such that the public interest in refusing him leave is diminished. Proportionality. We proceed directly to considerations of proportionality. It being agreed that the appellant does enjoy Article 8 rights in the UK, and that the refusal of leave will amount to an interference with those rights, since a consequence of that decision will be that he must return to Nigeria. Oh boy, return to Nigeria. In respect of the appellant's family life, it was the finding of Judge Moore that there are not insurmountable obstacles to the appellant continuing his life with Mary in Nigeria. They say make you carry Mary with you, go to Nigeria.
She can continue playing keyboard in Nigeria. Plenty keyboard there for Niger.
100,000.
She can continue to get it. 100,000 pounds can easily be converted to 1,000. Not converted, can easily be changed to 100,000 naira. I'm sure she can earn 100,000 naira. No, she can still continue earning 100,000. It's not a problem.
Okay. Hey, these people said Tobi can go back to Nigeria with Mary, but these people don't know that they have Lucy. Miss Wachuku, do you know about Lucy? What will you do about Lucy, Miss Wachuku? That's now you guys are laughing. That's the best part. These people said, listen, let me read that. The appellant cannot therefore meet the requirements of Appendix FM relating to leave to remain as a partner. It was further the finding of Judge Moore that the appellant has not demonstrated that there will be significant obstacles to his integration in Nigeria. And again, that is an hold on. No, sorry. In respect to the appellant's life, it was the finding of Judge Moore that there are not insurmountable obstacles to the appellant continuing his life with Mary in Nigeria. There's a bit of back thing in your mic.
Okay, I'll mute. I just wanted to say quickly that cue the kids. If the kids are his, if he has any children in the United Kingdom, this is where they would have been inserted.
So far, so good. We've not seen anything in relation to Tobi's kids. Nothing. Can you imagine telling the judge, what about my children? Judge, please, what about my children? My children love me so much. This will affect them, their school, you understand? Once you put children in, come on, somebody will. Anyway, let's continue. So it says that the appellant is unable to meet. Wait, no, let me do this. Okay, the appellant is unable to meet the requirements of the rules relating to private life claims. The maintenance of effective immigration controls is in the maintenance of effective immigration controls is in the public interest, and this failure to meet the requirements of the rules is therefore a matter which weighs against the appellant's 117B Nationality, Immigration and Asylum Act 2002 applied. Section 117B states that it is in the public interest, and in particular in the interest of the economic well-being of the United Kingdom, that persons who seek to enter or remain in the United Kingdom are able to speak English, Because persons who can speak English are less of a burden on taxpayers and better able to integrate into society, we are satisfied that the appellant speaks fluent English. Really? Really? Did you hear him say when they go hop, we are going, what was it? When they go hop, we are hopping down. What was it he said? Anyway, it says so this is not a matter that can be weighed. It is in the public interest that, in particular, in the interest of the economic well-being of the United Kingdom, that okay, I'm not going to wait. Let me. Hey guys, listen to this. Oh, the appellant himself avers that he has never had paid employment in the UK. Tobi said, does anybody remember when Tobi said he was working as a kitchen porter? Hey, Tobi said he was making 400. Out of the 400 pounds, he will remove 270 for young people.
Afro, what about when he said he had to give up the business to start with the businesses to stop culture of competition within the church?
Hey, these people.
This guy can lie.
Tobi. Hey, guys, when I tell you that this thing was such an eye opener. I don't know if Exposer they don't see this. Exposer, have you seen this? Hey, my goodness. Says, the appellant himself avers that he has never had paid employment in the UK and that he has never benefited financially from his relationship with Spark Nation. Really, he is entirely reliant on Mary for funds. In line with the decision in Rupiah versus Secretary, we are satisfied that Mary's support means that the appellant is not financially dependent upon the state and that this particular interest consideration is not therefore one that should weigh against him. Section 117B mandates that little weight should be given. Mandates that little weight should be given to a private life or a relationship formed with a qualifying partner that is established by a person at a time when the person in the United Kingdom is in the United Kingdom unlawfully. Right, I see. It is not an issue that the appellant has been in the UK unlawfully for almost the entire period of his residence. He embarked on his relationship with Mary and established Spark Nation when he knew that he had no leave to be in this country at all. As such, those aspects of his family and private life can ordinarily attract only a little weight in the balancing exercise. Mr. Olawale reminds us, however, that the appellant will soon reach the mark where he would, by virtue of 20 years continuous residence, qualify for leave on private grounds. This brings us to the question of his claimed long residence. Hey, these people. We recognize that both Judge Moore and Upper Tribunal Judge Allen proceeded on the basis that the appellant has lived in this country since he arrived on a visit visa sometime in 2005. We say sometime in quote because it is not at all clear when that was. Chineke. Vessel. These people say, hey, he said he arrived on a visitor's visa in 2005, and we say sometime because it is not clear when that was. The appellant himself is unable to give consistent evidence about his date of arrival.
Yes, big question mark, Afro. Big question mark, because surely his passport would have been stamped in And if they're saying that maybe they checked the landing, what do they call them? Landing cards or something. What do they call them?
I don't
And
know.
maybe his name is not even showing up there.
Wouldn't he have a ticket?
Yeah, but it's not showing up. So maybe he came in on a different name, a name that wasn't his. Why is it that there's no record? Why don't they know when he came in? A visa is issued, a person buys a ticket, they board a plane, you fill in a landing card, right? You're
Mm-hmm.
given a boarding pass before you board the plane. Before you land, you're given a landing card. All this information is available. If you came through Heathrow, Heathrow will have the information.
Yes.
Why are they saying there's no record?
Wait, hold on. Let's do this. Let me read the next thing. So the appellant himself is unable to give consistent evidence about his date of arrival. In his statement dated on the 20th of August 2024, he states that he arrived on the 24th of January 2005. But we note that in his application form, he states it to have been on the 30th of May 2005. So 2 dates, 24th and 30th. The Home Office record is that he entered in June of that year, 3 dates. In his statement dated the 20th of August, he states he arrived on the 24th of January. But we note that in his application form, he states it to have been the 30th of May. The Home Office record is that he entered in June of that year. 3 separate dates for one person. Can you see the confusion? There are, however, no reasoned findings on that claimed long residence in either of the tribunal decisions that precede this one. There is before us no evidence at all of the appellant's presence in the UK prior to 2015. Vessel, vessel of dishonor.
Yes.
As far as these people are concerned, there's nothing to show that this guy was in this in 2015, before 2015.
So why is he talking about Damilola? Anything that happened 5 years prior has got nothing to do with him. Absolutely nothing. He left youth in Ibadan. He could have
Yeah.
made a difference in Ibadan with the youth there.
Mm, mm, mm. These people.
This guy is evil. Evil, toxic man.
So let me continue. So the lack of evidence led Ms. Wanchiko to inform us that the respondent now puts the appellant to proof in respect of his claimed long residence. She invites us to determine this appeal on the basis that he has only lived here since 2015. We are not prepared to do so. Whilst we recognize that in another arena this may yet be a matter of dispute between the parties, for the purpose of this appeal, it is clear to us that it has been assumed throughout that the appellant arrived roughly when he says he did, and that he has not therefore been put on notice that his claims in that regard might be challenged. For the purpose of this appeal, we therefore proceed on the basis that he did arrive sometime in 2005, because to do so otherwise will result in substantial unfairness to the appellant. All of these residence has been either precarious or unlawful, and so by operation of S11B, we are obliged to attach little weight to it. We are, however, mindful that the public interest is not a monolith and that all proportionality balancing exercises are intensely fact sensitive. Okay, I won't bother reading that. For instance, in Maya section, we are able, therefore, in this instance, to attach the highest weight that we can. Statutes permitting to the appellant's claim period of residence of some 19 years. In addition to the appellant's long residence, Mr. Olawanle asked us to have regard to the quality of the appellant's private life, and in particular the close relationships with young people that the appellant has developed. What about his children? Olawande, what about his children?
Afro, the man has no children.
Hey, Ian
At
David.
his weak age, he has no children, no house, no prospects, no
Nothing.
retirement plan.
Has never had a
All he
job.
does is collect designer clothes, pose, and sit in all these expensive cars. At his
Homosexual?
age, at
Homosexual.
he's definitely a homosexual. Definitely a homosexual, because if you don't have paper, you don't have job, you don't have house in this country, he should thank whatever God or lucky stars that he believes in that he never fell sick. Because if he needed medical treatment, they would give him a big bill, a huge bill, in fact.
Please listen. These people, just listen to the rest. Listen to the rest. So, Mr. Olawanle asked us to have regard to the quality of the appellant's private life, and in particular the close relationship with young people that the appellant has developed. The children are still missing as at this stage. And we record above, we accept and have attached some weight to the evidence that individuals who attribute positive change in their lives to the intervention of the appellant. We are not, however, persuaded that the appellant can only continue to provide such guidance and encouragement from this country. He denied, in response to questions from Ms. Nwachukwu, that he has a strong social media presence in both the UK and Nigeria. This denial serving to underpin his assertion that he can only interact with his congregants in person. He went on, however, to flatly contradict his own evidence on this matter when seeking to assure us that Spark Nation is entirely open. At this stage in his evidence, the appellant asserted that, in fact, all services are broadcast live on 4 major public social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, etc. And that by his calculations, over 10 million people have viewed content about Spark Nation across all media. We are satisfied that the appellant would be able to preach and to interact with congregants online if necessary. The Home Office says, Tobi, go to Niger and preach online to your UK followers.
He should have told them that there's no consistent electricity. That's what he should have come back with. There's no consistent electricity, so that would be difficult.
Let me jump a little bit. Here it says we are not satisfied that the appellants would face any difficulties at all in returning to Nigeria beyond inconvenience, and we are quite satisfied that his relationships with Mary and with his congregants would be maintained via modern means of communication in the short period that he waited for entry clearance. Oh, they want him to go back and reapply? Weighing all of the foregoing in the balance, we conclude that the decision to refuse leave to remain was wholly proportionate. The appellant seeks to rely on private and family life relationship, all of which has been established while he was in the UK unlawfully, and which would survive his return to Nigeria. The interference would therefore be limited and lawful in all the circumstances. The decision, the appeal is dismissed. Chineke. There is no order for anonymity. Wow. Dated. This is the Upper Tribunal, Judge Bruce, Immigration and Asylum Chamber, the 14th of October 2024. Domina says he can bring solar panels and a generator. This one, he says he's coming with the private jet. You are busy talking about solar panel. The man said he's coming with private jet and Gucci bags. Remember? He said private jet and designer bags. Huh? Private jet and designer bags. There's a video, there's one that I wanted you people to see the other day. I was looking for it and I could not find it. So let me just look for it very quickly. Give me a second. In the meantime, please can you guys like the stream? Give it a thumbs up. I have super chat features if you would like to send a contribution. Every little helps. And, bringing you all this content, 2-3 hours you spend here, bringing you some, uh, well, unlike Toby, you don't have to bleed for seed. Bleeding for seed. Oh my goodness. Drippy, drippy. 1 second. Let me see if I can find that particular video. Just give me a minute. Okay. Okay. So, remember when the news just dropped and Toby and his whole group were busy panicking, right? Him and one of his people, they sat there and they were saying this. All right, let's see. Please, guys, go and watch. This is a video I did earlier on. Tobi Adeboyega, the UK's worst cult leader. Okay, so let's hear him. Toby becomes a pastor. According to him, he started to preach at the age of 8.
If not born charity, well, you are all in this country. They are all institutions, hundreds of year old institutions. If they have got us fine, they should talk now. That's what we're pointing them for. And all the little people on the internet wanting to talk. Do you know your parents got here? don't hurt on yourself, man. So let's leave that, man. But we're talking money and real life stories here. If I live in Paris, I'll live like a king. Don't. We're not children here. We're not children. We're not kids. We're not beggars. But what matters is the dignity, the honor of the seed you all sowed, the fight you all fought, all the takeovers you all put hands together to do. We sometimes borrow money for these things. We fought for it. Defend the honor of that thing. Don't stop talking. If you really believe you sweat for the money you gave, that's the honor we're defending. Not immigration. What is immigration? Tell anybody talking. As you see PT, so BBC said I arrived in Lamborghini, top Mercedes. Does that guy look like someone that cannot live somewhere else? Why must we be always no lives? Can live anywhere else. So those who are talking, talk back to them. Tell them PT is not a low life. It's not a person going to work doing 4 jobs. That's our parent. It is the honor of us coming out of low social economic background. That's what they are fighting, not immigration. They're just looking for any excuse. What we're fighting is they just want to make us feel like what we're doing to the world is not this and that. Anybody that they born well, that did panorama should come out again and talk and see what law letter they get. Since we all want to, we didn't sue in the first place. They say, why did you not sue? Because I know them. They are young black people. They live in their parents' house. By the time they get letters, they'll start crying. They are like our kids. But since liars want to be liars, we'll cuckoo scatter everything. So if you see me on a live program, I'm going to come on with that the freeze in a minute because it's been a debate. I want you to bombard the place. And I want you to understand that most people that will be watching, they are low life, hungry Nigerians. And you must let them feel so. You must type and reply them and make it pure war tonight because that's the only line.
Vessel, are you hearing that? That they are low life, ugly Nigerians. This is the dog whistling in this is he's telling his people go and go go and tell the people go and it's a dog whistling. Low life, ugly Nigerians. My goodness.
People, they live in their parents' house. By the time they get letters, they'll start crying. They are like our kids. But since liars want to be liars, we'll cuckoo scatter everything. So if you see me on a live program, I'm going to come on with that the freeze in a minute because it's been a debate. I want you to bombard the place. And I want you to understand that most people that will be watching, they are low life, hungry Nigerians. And you must let them feel so. You must type and reply them and make it pure war tonight because that's the only language they all understand.
Appointed himself as a preacher who has leveraged charisma and materialism to draw people into his orbit, to draw young.
I can't hear you, Afro. You've cut out.
No, I haven't. Sorry.
Oh,
Have
okay.
you heard him talking about women? Hold on, let's see, guys. This is the video I released earlier on today. The UK's worst cult leader. So you can go and check it out. It's a very short video. Right. Let's see here. Her name, Lucy or Mary. By this time, when Tobi, can you imagine? I was just doing the video and just editing, and look. By this time, I didn't know that Lucy. I still. And look what happened. And integrity. Only recently have we started seeing his wife. Her name, Lucy or Mary. Look when Tobi, the thing just landed on Mary, that Mary girl. Wow. I was like, whoa, that's spooky. He refers to her, he calls her Lucy. On the tribunal papers, she is Mary. It makes no sense. But what's important is Mary, Lucy, Mary, no one's ever heard her speak. And you would hear Tobi say she likes to be in her own corner. She's very submissive. She's just very quiet, he says. I find that problematic, especially for a man who is very loud, who is a show-off. Yet his wife chooses to not say anything. I have never heard Lucy or Mary speak ever. If you know of any videos where Mary or Lucy has spoken, please forward that video to me. I am interested to see what she has to say. Tobi Adeboyega, the misogynistic and exploitative pastor. Tobi has a disdain for women. His disdain for women is evident in his words and actions. He has made derogatory remarks about women, reducing them to objects or dismissing their contributions outright.
I'm going to teach you how to have relationship with people and not be close to them, meaning that their words don't mean anything. It doesn't matter. It's not. And I had to learn that as a pastor because I know women. I've told you this, and I have no apologies for women at all. I don't care if you feel that, you always talk about women, Switch off. I'm not talking to you. You're not my friend. You understand? But again, if you like the truth, I told you it's going to be a tough night. So I know women. I grew up in church. My dad is a pastor. By excellence, I know women, when they come and start chatting nonsense, I'm looking at them and thinking, this one thinks she's a minister or reverend or this or that. I don't rate you at all, but there are quality women. There are mature quality women. And many times when relationships are not working between husband and wife and husband, parents and children, is because most times they were not able to discern the difference between themselves. If I cannot discern the difference between myself and the next person, it is likely that I would want to impose me on the next person, right? And thereby, I will not be able to take the best out of them. A woman in a marriage, they're not able to, when the marriage is not working, they're not able to perceive or discern difference in moments. I'll tell you what that means. There are moments that you don't say something to your husband, right? There are moments, and I was learning from one of the mentors earlier, and they were saying that when a man hears something like, hey, we need to be talking sometimes in this house, the man is replying with things like, yeah, if you have something to say it now. She has not understood moments. That one moment in the life of a person can change the life of a person either negative or positively. It can change everything. So in case you're struggling with that, someone say, well, what does that mean? Can I not just talk to my husband when I like? No, you can't.
Wool up, nigga. Wool up, wool up, wool up. Just wool up.
Resu, did you hear this guy?
Waffling as usual.
Oh, did you hear the things he has to say about women, though?
That wasn't nice at all. He makes women, the way he said it's as if women are brainless. This guy.
Terrible. So Miriam Mola and Nikki, they're the mature quality women Toby rates. Can you imagine? Says he doesn't rate you. Women, Toby doesn't rate you. He doesn't rate you. I just this guy, he's terrible. So how is he now going to handle these young people in his establishment? How is he going to do that? How? How is he going to do that? Just give me a minute. Let's see. Look at your guy now. Look at him. Look at. Look at your man's. Man's not hot. Man's not hot. Look at Pastor. Pastor. Look at him. Pastor. Right? Let's see. I need to find Vessel have on photo. Where's he's saying that see what they did, they started showing all these people to come and give speeches because of the deportation thing. See, Toby with his handbag. Vessel?
Is it the yellow one? Oh, this is a different one. I like
Have
the
you
yellow one he had the other day.
why?
That one is very feminine.
This isn't feminine. This is feminine too. Look at it.
I need to see it from the side because it just looks like an overnight bag.
Look.
Ah.
Look at this.
Oh, Toby.
Look. Because it is it LV? Is it LV? What's that?
Yeah, it's a Louis Vuitton, but
Must we?
it's definitely not a man bag.
Just who told you that this is for men? Can you imagine? This uncle, look at Toby. Look at him and his designer bag. Did he come and open? Look at it's complete with his handbag. Arsenal 14 saying I Miss Toby. Miss Toby. Miss Toby. What's he saying here?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
The last few days has been nothing but phenomenal. I want to say thank you.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you to those who made my birthday and 11/11 festival memorable. It was a night and day. The joy in the room was palpable. People felt happy. And that could not happen without all of you loving me, loving us, loving the family in our good days, in our bad days. You're just true supporters. And I thank you. Those who brought the music, they brought it out of honor. It wasn't money. It was just honor. From CDQ, thank you. Satan, my dear brother, thank you. You guys are nothing but amazing. Sean Kuti, Yetunde Kuti, I'm grateful. They had to shut other things down to run in and out of London. I thank you. Casey, what can I say? It was a complete shutdown. And thank you, Casey. Thank you. And of course, family member, Davido, one. Thank you. I thank you for the honor, for the gift of honor. It is memorable. And I'm glad everybody enjoyed themselves. I've already extended my greetings to those who cleaned up, those who served food, those who did everything. Everyone in that room was VIP to us. So we prepared an atmosphere for about 600 or so VIPs. However, it came to be thousands of VIPs. And I thank you for allowing yourselves to honor us. We are grateful. The whole family, the church that I lead, we are all very grateful. The chairman of the day, Obi Kubana and Lush, I thank you. Money. Joey Zaza, Chico, I thank you. My dear sister-in-law, Toke Makenwa, I thank you. Senator Eniola, let me stop mentioning names. Let me tell you, the people working behind the scene, I'm grateful. Lati, UB Franklin, family member, so. David Adeleke's men are doing great. What can I say about my brother, my friend, my family, Daddy Freeze, and Tisbot? Thank you. Church Hill, thank you. And of course, the energy God, when it got to the stage, everything.
So he's talking about his birthday, 11/11, right? They use this as their, I don't know, carnival, or just 11/11 is like the day when they celebrate his birthday. But please do not get it twisted and think that this was just a show, or this was just people love this man, hence why they gathered. No. Before the birthday, these people were actively getting the people to donate money. There was an active recruitment, active thing going on for these young people to donate money. They've deleted most of their videos, but the evidence is still there. It was these people, they all came together, the church members, they all came together and provided. You see, Daddy Freeze, all the people that appeared on that day, it was these youngsters. They were the ones that came together, put all the money, and organized everything. Tobi was just there like a king, doing nothing. Everybody else donated for 11/11. This was part of the mobilizing. Look at this. They called it the 11/11 enterprise. So this was 2 months ago, just before the event. They were holding streams to try and get the people. 11/11, 11/11, 11/11. The big day is coming. You need to get lines. I'm telling you, it was crazy. These people are sick.
And he put us in the visibility of now 11/11 was saying enterprise. Slowly but surely, thank you. God's instrument. He gave us the work when we didn't plan for it, the works. They were God's instrument. He's the one that gave us 11/11. It's not birthday, it is a statement day. And slowly he's choosing his own instrument to do what he wants to do, his own way. So when we have funders launch, including those who are watching, there are 30 lines. And in my own mind, I'm already dedicating leading lines. Leading lines mean those who are doing this thing quick, fast, because they know the visibility. The last 11/11, you're talking of millions of people saying Christ was not a humble preacher. He never came and said, look at me. As you see me now, I don't even know what's going on, what I will hit next. But just know that there is heaven. He went to the pinnacle, the top of the mountain, and said, if anyone desires life, they should come to me.
Can you guys hear the undertone of the scam begging? Can you guys hear it? No. Vessel, can you hear it? Talking about lines. Talking about money. All of this. Yeah. It's to get these youngsters to raise money for Tobi's birthday. Let me take it back. Please listen to the undertone. Listen to what this guy is saying about money. It's a scam beggar. Yes. Please listen. This is how they were. These people.
They've taken that burden to be different and to dare to be different. So in love house, you're there, you're under leadership. Leadership is telling you, get this funding, get this, put it there, put it there. More people, their fear is coming to you. You'll still be in Imperial, wherever teaching, and you'll be in billions. But you see, the heart of a man and the eyes of a man who is tribal and regional is so close that she cannot see beyond his or her nose. It's better thinking. The money culture thing. As Nick is money culture or those things. How will banking be a billion? You can sit down today and think exactly how. The how is already in your hands. It's the souls. And the economy, thank you. And the economy of soul is high visibility. Now we ask ourselves, what kind of visibility do we want? God was the one that helped us out of visibility of church because you only gather crabs. And he put us in the visibility of now, 11 was saying enterprise. Slowly but surely, thank you. God's instrument. He gave us the walk when we didn't plan for it, the walks. They were God's instrument. He's the one that gave us 11. It's not birthday. It is a statement day. And slowly, he's choosing his own instrument to do what he wants to do, his own way. So when we have funders launch, including those who are watching, there are 30 lines. And in my own mind, I'm already dedicating leading lines. Leading lines mean those who are doing this thing quick, fast, because they know.
Tobi is telling his people that 11/11, his birthday, it was God that gave them that date. It's not birthday. It is a statement day. Are you hearing this, people? It's a statement day. He already has lines. He says, I'll take that. Please just listen. The undertone. These people. So all that show, Daddy Freeze, and when they were all dancing, and these were the kids donating.
Statement day, like the statement day he gave to the Home Office. Everything about this man is a statement.
When I tell you that this guy is devious, hold on, let me take that back. You guys can see. Listen, he's talking about lines and talking about, it's just crazy.
Thank you. And the economy of soul is high visibility. Now we ask ourselves, what kind of visibility do we want? God was the one that helped us out of visibility of church because you only gather crabs. And he put us in the visibility of now, 11 was saying enterprise. Okay, slowly so but surely, enterprise. Thank you. God's
Can you imagine?
He gave us the walk.
Can you imagine calling your birthday an enterprise? Paul George, thank you. Can you imagine calling your own birthday enterprise? No, listen, he said it's an enterprise. You know why? Guys, let me tell you why these people are very clever. You know, because of Charity Commission. When Charity Commission told these people to start putting all their monies in the bank, then they stopped doing it because now they're saying they don't collect money the regular way. They collect it different. We don't collect tithes. We don't collect offering. It's a lie. They're now calling it different things, right? They're calling it enterprise. They're calling it lines. They're calling it. Why? Because those prying eyes would not notice. But what they fail to understand is that they're so transparent. We can see right through them. So,
hands is the souls and the economy. Thank you. And the economy of soul is high visibility. Now we ask ourselves, what kind of visibility do we want? God was the one that helped us out of visibility of church because you only gather crabs. And he put us in the visibility of now, 11 was saying enterprise. Slowly but surely, thank you. God's instrument. He gave us the walk when we didn't plan for it, the walks. They were God's instrument. He's the one that gave us 11. It's not birthday. It is a statement day. And slowly, he's choosing his own instrument to do what he wants to do, his own way. So when we have funders launch, including those who are watching, there are 30 lines. And in my own mind, I'm already dedicating leading lines. Leading lines mean those who are doing this thing quick, fast, because they know the visibility. The last 11, you're talking of millions of people saying Christ was not a humble preacher. He never came and said, "Look at me. As you see me now, I don't even know what's going on, what I will hit next. But just know that there is heaven."
Can you imagine?
He went to the pinnacle, the top of the mountain, and said, "If anyone desires life, they should come to me. Come to me, all you who are..." Something that I forgot it. Remind me, Obi, please. Thirsty, heavy laden.
He doesn't
But
even
thirsty
know
is what
his
you say.
Bible
Thirsty it
again.
is.
I thought he's been preaching since he was 8.
Eh?
I thought he's been a preacher since he was 8 years old. How does he not know the verse?
Come unto me, all ye that are heavy. What does it say?
Heavy laden, and I will give you rest.
Heavy laden. Tobi didn't even remember. Tobi is thinking about money. Money. Come unto me, all ye that will bring me money, for I shall give you 11 party. Right now, Tobi is thinking about doing party. Huh? Tobi wants to do party. Look at this guy. Guys, we will get into this yesterday. The rush for these people to get money for Tobi's party. Anything you see in this church, anything. Look, if Tobi wears a suit tomorrow and tells you Gucci, if you don't look at the tag and look at it and make sure it is, just doubt everything that comes. That party that they were celebrating, hey, Tobi, hey, kidding. Young people were the ones paying for. Look at the people paying. This thing really upsets me. But just a few more minutes of this and we'll be ended for tonight. My goodness, this guy. The basic verses, yes. Yeah, the pastor wants someone to remind. It's only money that is in his head. Only money in that blockhead. Money, money, money. All right, Tobi, tell us about 11:11. See, Dabi, whatever.
What is the guild? The guild are people saying we are the number one. And if they look it, if they say it does not matter if it's 10 years, you cannot have a humble professor billionaire. It's not going to work. Humble doctors. And we need them though. Everything that we are involved in, we've always just...
Tobi says you cannot have humble doctors or humble, but what was the other profession? You can't be in those professions and be rich. See, this guy is saying you have to be crooked to be rich. Doctor and all that's not going to do you anything. This guy. And if you listen to his preaching, it just makes no sense. The incoherent nonsense. 1 minute we're talking about lines. We're talking about enterprise. Now we're talking about doctors and just what the fuck? This guy.
Our wealth, let me go back to that. Our wealth, our determination for unity. Our determination for unity is what makes us family that God blesses. Our determination for excellence. Check. Don't just check these things. Look for the fact. Every program we've done year after year, we've delivered excellence like nobody else has consistently. Our people are getting finer, more refined, more focused. We're getting better people. It's like the system has its own mind. It filters out and accepts in. Our commitment to excellence, our wealth, our commitment to leadership, raising leaders. And it takes time before prosperity becomes common. It takes a lot of time. The first generation, and that's not just first generation as we call it here, the first generation of sacrifices will have to spend more time. Then what happens? The fourth generation that are now the new churches, they will prosper faster. But this is the problem. The first generation give up because they look at their age. Sometimes you're just a practice. Plus, you have to practice. You're also still learning. We first used years of our life to teach church doctrine. We didn't know better. But if we can have enduring generations, it will be a pleasure. Enduring generation means those who are over 30 or close to, and they are not afraid. They are still carrying the same faith. projecting as winners and knowing that no matter if there is unity, if there is excellence, and the other 2 or 3 things that I want to say, your time will come. We just refuse.
All of this. Tobi wants a bigger cake. Tobi wants a bigger musician at his party. We have to impress Daddy Freeze. We have to drive a Ferrari. On my birthday, we have to have this long convoy of cars. You know, we have to offend with Fendi. Remember? This guy on his birthday, you see all those convoy of cars making people feel like they are less than. Making people feel that, I'm in the UK. How many years I've not been able to get anything? And this guy, look at him. My people, all that. Smoke and mirrors. All those cars were rented. The next day, returned back. All those cars were all used to give you the impression that Tobi was rich. There was nothing to it. Some members are there to catch cruise. Yes, some people are there just to catch cruise and to sleep around. It's been happening. Here's some of the things that go on in this place. The amount of... let me not get into that.
Refuse to settle for less. Or rather die young than live old less. Because life becomes meaningless. But guess what? He's promised us both. Why? Because of assignment. So I'm proud to say today, there's no weaker person in the nation today. There's no weaker houses. There's no, if anyone needs to get their bearing right, they get their bearing right. Sometimes you get punched, you lose your bearing. You stand back up. There's no big deal in that. The only people that can't stand back up are the offended people. No offended person can ever make anything meaningful in this life. Life is an economy of exchange. Sometimes you'll be offended. You wake up, you brush up, and you get back into the ring and negotiate. It is a weakness that carries offense around. So say something. After how many years, negotiate the money deal. Stop this nonsense. But that's not my issue today. Our commitment to giving. We are givers. There's no matter who loves or loathes us in the world. When you hear PT or you hear Spark Nation, there are 2 things that cannot be. You cannot shun philanthropy and leadership. You can't, no matter what you want to say, you will end it with saying, you can say they are scammers, they are devils, Satan was with them. The last time I went to the church, I saw Satan just shaking everybody. But one thing is that, they raise leaders and they give up. Meaning that's the end. Thank you. Yes, it's a cult. Yeah. But one thing, they are givers. Thank you. It's okay. You can't have it all. But we will have it all. I promise you that. We'll have the best education movement. We'll have the best student body. We'll have the best scientists. We'll have the best innovators. We'll have the best law in the city. We'll have the best engineers. We'll have the best entrepreneurs. We'll have the best beauty movement. We'll have the best barbing salon. Everything. Best security movement. Have the best. Because you all have paid so much price to turn back. It is imbecilic to turn from your sacrifice. It means you never did. It's imbecilic. Like you're farming something. You're farming, you're sowing. Sometimes you reap bountifully, sometimes it's zero. Then you leave the farm.
Guys.
Then you go start another farm. I think it's imbecilic.
Guys, please, I have some, I feel so downhearted for these people here listening to this. If you understand what is going on here, what this guy is saying, he's telling these people to continue to stay, irrespective of what they've heard. You've heard it's a cult, okay, but at least 2 things. We raise leadership and what was the other one that we give? But Tobi, it is not your money to give. It was never your money to give. It was the people's money. What's Tobi talking about? All of this because Tobi wants a birthday? Tobi wants to have the Tobi show on his birthday. Have all the Nigerian artists. Next year, 11/11, people go and gather again. Go and do it again. Daddy Freeze, you're going to come from Nigeria with your wife and child. Daddy Freeze, use that as opportunity. Oh yeah, carry the whole family. Come for 11/11. These are the people that were crying. Blood, sweat, and tears for you guys to come and party. Shame on all of you.
Basically. It's a madness. A person must be possessed by an evil spirit to think that. Must be possessed. Scripture says, he who lays his hands on the plow and turns back. Sometimes the plow is difficult. Sometimes the farm land is hard. Sometimes the rainy season makes it look like you've lost all your crops. Sometimes there is pestilence. Sometimes the sun is too hard and scorching and it kills some of the products, but you keep farming. There's a shift. It's no longer what we used to do. It's what we need to be. Let me just say this tonight because that's what I've heard and I'm convinced. The world will marvel. They would say about us, what kind of people are this?
Vessel, can you see your friend there? Can you guys see, what's this guy's name? Dapo. This is Dapo here. This guy here.
Yes, as the as the person who's down on the books, as the founder of the church, the actual owner.
This is Dapo
of everything.
Right here. That's Dapo right there. This is just terrible. These people, a bunch of thieves.
And the only thing that makes a people
What are
like
they
that is
clapping
faith.
for?
Faith is what separates us from the normal people. It is not body size. It is not handsome looks. It is not age. It is not height. Goliath was so tall, yet David brought him down. So there's nothing to hide or look. The heart, the mind that has strength to conceive the word. People look the same. Minds are not the same. A billionaire does not have 3 heads. He has one. If you ever meet, you would have thought a billionaire Elon Musk was at least 3 nose around the head so that you can say, you know what? At least you deserve that. I saw Bill Gates today physically. It just looks like you. Well, not the color of your skin and not the color of your skin.
What's he talking about?
It just looks like you. But I think there's a machine behind that look.
What?
That makes it different. The nation family is an opportunity for us to make a different statement. And those of you who think that by yourself you can make difference, you can't. We are too weak. So it joins us hip to hip, hands to hands, so that the next statement is a community of billionaires, not one man. We're not interested in one man anymore. It doesn't make any difference. The world has already done that. If we do the one man thing, there is nothing new. Aristotle Onassis was the richest man in the world at the time, but they've never seen a rich community. He's called you to that.
What? What's this
by
guy?
Faith.
Aristotle
We understand
Onassis?
that the world, and thank God he did not say the heavens, that the world was framed by the word. So everything we see from which men come temporarily and become billionaires, they come. So the world is richer than any man. So if we die without getting the maximum out of it, what happened to us? We have no faith.
What?
So men come from generation to generation, from time to time, and they take the best they can. But guess what? When they finish taking it, they leave it here. For us, I'm going to go back to amplify what Pastor did talk tonight. For us, we don't leave it here. We generationalize it.
What? What?
So what is the production factory of billionaires, of greatness? Things that are not visible. So those who are still walking by what is visible, we will not create a new world. What is invisible is in what? Words.
Guys, this
So
is
if a
what
person
some
loses
people
faith in
go
the
and
word,
listen
you already
to.
know their life is taught. It does not matter how much they think they are making. One takes W to the next place, the invisible. Because the visible was not what created the magazine. It was the invisible. So if anyone is watching tonight, if anyone is hungry tonight, and you want to create, go back to the invisible. It's speaking to your mind. If the visible is louder.
If you are hungry tonight, go to the invincible. What?
You'll be a nobody in this world. If the invisible is louder, if what is not seen runs your life, you will be great. Because there is power in what is not seen. You see, there is loudness in what is seen. What is seen is loud. Those of us from the invincible, as they are fading, we're getting stronger. Nation family, we are stronger this year than last.
Go to the invincible.
If what is invincible stays strong, what is visible will soon run out of time.
What?
By faith.
If what is invincible stay strong, what is visible runs out of time. What? the actual people. Please do not forget to give the stream a thumbs up and like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. You are listening to the ramblings of a madman. You are listening to the ramblings of a desperate man. You are listening to the ramblings of a man who wants to, it's my birthday. I'ma do what I like. I'ma do what I want. Tobi wants a birthday party. Tobi wants a birthday party and he wants these people to contribute to his birthday. Look at all these people here. Oh my goodness, I feel so sorry for these people.
We understand that the words were framed. So many times we see challenges and stuff, but once it's seen, it's over. If you stay alive, it will die.
Look at
anything that is brought into the sin world.
Look, guys, look at most of them are on their phone. Can you see them? Most of them are on their phone because Tobi's chatting shit. Tobi is chatting shit. Look at them. Right now, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4 over there. The lady at the back there, she's on her phone. 5, another lady on the there, she's on her phone. Over there, at the back there, Dark Boy's on his phone. The one next to him on the phone. Pastor, the one in the front here by the women, that one too is on. Most of them are on their phone. Ouija, yes. Because he's talking shit. Just one more minute of his shit. Let's take it further a little bit. Maybe he will make sense in the end somewhere. Maybe. Right? How about let's do that? Let's see whether we will make some sense at the end.
And daughters are promising this house tonight. Are you listening to me tonight? Talk to me.
Wait, what did he say that made all of them get up? Wait, I'm curious. Okay.
He will knows how to move in difficult times. London is not meant to make you rise. They already calculated you by your NI number. We were not supposed to be in these postcodes, but we went through the test. Therefore, now we will be the father of faith to many nations as they come to the festival of nations asking, beholding you like spectacles. They ask, how did you do it? Faith without which no man can please God. And what we've created in this house, what our given season is saying to us is, if there's a father of faith, there's a father of test. And guess what? There are the children of test, the children of faith. Like Isaac, he was a child of test. He was lying down there, his father with a knife to sever his head from his body. He surrenders. In other words, he's not thinking, what is my future? Your future, Isaac, is that bed of death.
Wait, hold on.
You didn't hear what I just said? Your future is in that sacrifice.
Wait, he's talking about Isaac.
Faith without
this guy. Wait, not the Isaac. Isaac surrendered. Isaac's father was about to have him killed for the God in his head. And this one says he surrendered. This guy, he wants these people to surrender like Isaac. Okay, all right. He wants these people to surrender like Isaac. This guy's
now, which no man can please God. And what we've created in this house, what our given season is saying to us is, if there's a father of faith, there's a father of test. And guess what? There are the children of test, the children of faith. Like Isaac, he was a child of test. He was lying down there, his father with a knife to sever his head from his body. He surrenders. In other words, he's not thinking, what is my future? Your future, Isaac, is that bed of death. You didn't hear what I just said? Your future is in that sacrifice. Isaac, you are not just meant to be Isaac. You are meant to be the son of promise. Am I talking to the son?
You are not just meant to be Isaacs. Hey, whoa. This guy wants these people to be sacrificial lambs. Hey, you're not meant to be you're not meant to just be Isaacs. You're meant to be the sacrificial waiting. Hey, this guy. I'm sorry. This guy wants his people to be Isaacs.
He surrenders. In other words, he's not thinking, what is my future? Your future, Isaac, is that bed of death. You didn't hear what I just said? Your future is in that sacrifice. Isaac, you are not just meant to be Isaac. You are meant to be the son of promise. Am I talking to the sons and daughters of promise in this house tonight? Are you listening to me tonight? Talk to me.
Abraham, after Abraham has waited many years without a son, without a daughter, without nothing, and God has tested him, it was only on Moriah that God says, now I know. Why? Because the father and the son standing on the threshold of destiny with the same losses. Isaac will lose his life that day, the father will lose his best son. They're going to face the same peril by the command of the word, not a disease.
by the command of the word, not age. Meaning they didn't have to die. Abraham didn't have to cry. But now you've put yourself now in a position where you have to cry. Seed makes you put yourself in a position where you have to lack. You put yourself in position because of the word. And there's nothing to sacrifice for other than the word. Am I talking to the nation family tonight? There is nothing else. There's nothing else. If we're poor because the word puts us in position, puts us in proximity for losses by ourselves. A choice we made. And so don't blame people when they reverse from that choice. When they reverse from that choice, it's only a sign to you that you need to press more into Moriah fearlessly. Saying if a man dies.
Tobi says, when some people step back from the giving because they know it's bullshit, they know that, no, this is too much, I'm in debt. Tobi said that's the sign for you to keep pressing, to keep giving money.
Will you live again? That's the only way, Shad. You'll become a billionaire, multi-billionaire property person. I guarantee you, nothing can stop you. The earth that is visible is not powerful enough to stop you as long as you can walk to Moriah with me.
Amen. Oh, walk to Moriah with him.
First principle of leadership and followership is that leaders lead you to death.
What?
Unbelievable.
What did he say? Wait, what did this guy say? Something about the first sign of leadership is that a leader leads you to death. Wait, hold on.
Choice. When they reverse from that choice, it's only a sign to you that you need to press more into Moriah. Fearless.
Let me put on the subtitles. Okay. Say what now? Go on. Let's see.
Saying if a man
let me just
have to lack. You put yourself in position because of the word. And there's nothing to sacrifice for other than the word. Am I talking to the nation family tonight? There is nothing else. There's nothing else. If we're poor because the word puts us in position, puts us in proximity for losses by ourselves. A choice we made. And so don't blame people when they reverse from that choice. When they reverse from that choice, it's only a sign to you that you need to press more into Moriah fearlessly. Saying if a man dies, will he live again? That's the only way, Shad. You'll become a billionaire, multi-billionaire property person. I guarantee you, nothing can stop you. The earth that is visible is not powerful enough to stop you as long as you can walk to Moriah with me. Amen.
Imagine first principle of leadership and followership is that leaders lead you to death. Unbelievable.
Guys, please. Okay. Leaders lead you to death. Guys, look at this. Look at this. Leaders lead you to death.
And he said a cult operates in secret.
Yeah. Leaders lead you to death. This is Jim Jones, so this guy. Guys, leaders lead you to death. People. I'm sorry, I'm emphasizing this because make of that what you will. Please make of that what you will. Any leader that is leading you to death, run away. Where are they leading you to? They're leading you to your own death. Like, what the fuck? This guy is bonkers. The first principle of leadership and followership. Fuck that leadership. What you got? What? What stupid lead? Huh? Guys, take this guy. Man.
In the case of David's men, he led them to war front, meaning they can die. It was in battle that they were made valiant. They became strong in battle according to Hebrews 11. It was there that they became valiant. It is in the battle for money that you will become billionaires.
It is in the battle for money that you will become billionaires. Okay. My God. I hope these people know that not everybody that goes to battle makes it out, right? I hope these people know that some people die in the battle and never make it. In your battle of money. I hope you know that you may not become this billionaire. These people.
Abraham did not hand over wealth to his son. He handed over obedience. I love that Hebrews 11. In battle, they were made valiant. When we're fighting for money, you become valiant. Question tonight. Can we subdue United Kingdom? Really?
What is going to be our instrument? Color of our skin? Faith. It's free. We can get.
Toby wants to subdue United Kingdom. Vesselo.
But they don't subdue him. They have subdued him. Is this the same person who said if he leaves UK, there'll be the young people in the church will turn into terrorists? What is actually saying right now? What does that mean? If we want to read between the lines, what does that mean?
He wants to subdue the UK.
Question tonight. Can we subdue United Kingdom? Oh God, really? What is going to be our instrument? Color of our skin? Faith. It's free. We can get it tonight. It's the word. So no national can say this country is hard. The hardest place to become us is UK. Hardest in the world. Guess what happened? We became us. And guess what's going to happen is after this commemoration, we'll become a powerful version of us. And there's no demon in hell that can stop it. There's no angel in heaven that can stop it. Our minds are made up.
Just this guy, when you go and listen to the things coming out of his mouth, it's very disturbing. It's very disturbing. Very disturbing. Sounds like incitement. Exactly that. It's you know, some people in there will take it literally. Some young impressionable minds will take that literally. It's dangerous. Any leader that leads you to your death, my goodness. And do not let anybody come and say, oh, there are different kind of death. Because next thing down, they'll come and try to give example. There are different kind of death. And the death where when they say, oh, seek ye first the kingdom of God and whatever. If you don't seek God, you die. Like, what kind of death? They say there's a separation from God. Oh, Jesus. These people. Guys, this guy is terrible. I'm sorry. The police need to reopen his case. Yeah. Yes. Because it's disturbing. All of this is disturbing. They're fighting. They want to dominate the UK. Talking about you want to become a billionaire, you have to first get into the battle for money. There's a battle for money. Church is not this hard, people. Even though I'm not a church person, even though I'm not a religious person, but church isn't meant to be a battle. It's not meant to be a fight. It's not meant to be any of these things. Anyone who tells you that it is like this, it's a cult. It is a cult. Vessel, you got any last words? My goodness, I'm just...
My last words, as usual, is people be vigilant. It's not everyone you see out there preaching that is good. Tobi is a perfect example of how a person can be evil to the core and still stand there and call himself a pastor. These people are wolves in sheep's clothing. You don't need a church. You don't need a God. You don't need to believe in anything. The power is within yourself. Don't waste your time going to sit down and listen to these people tell you things that don't make sense. You don't need that. He's there supposedly preaching, but I didn't hear any preaching. All I heard is a man walking up and down, shouting, blowing hot air. That's all I saw. I didn't see any good message that he preached. You're supposed to go to church, feeling stressed and come out feeling light, and happy. The people that go to this church come out more miserable. That's why the numbers are reducing. Remember after I said you could literally count how many people are sat there.
Yeah.
Compared to the numbers you had before. People are seeing the lines, they're seeing the BS, and they're jumping ship. This thing is fake, it's false. If a God really existed, if a God was real, he would not allow the likes of Toby to hurt people in its name. Toby knows there's no God. What did he say the other time? He said, "Who is
Who is
Jesus?"
Jesus anyway?
There you go.
Who is
Why
Jesus?
is it that the evil people just run to religion and use religion? I think I typed it earlier on in the comments. If Toby came as Toby, not speaking religion or church or anything, nobody would fall for his lies. But because he came undercover, hiding with religion, people stopped to listen and give him a chance. Right? That's how he sucked people in. Religion. Religion is a tool used to enslave, coerce, endanger people's lives. We don't need it. We really don't. Be careful out there, guys. Be careful about these people, especially when it seems too good to be true. You know, I'm just every day we talk about this guy, new things just keep popping up, and then you just wonder, you know, Toby is the gift that keeps on giving. Sit down, listen to what he's actually saying. It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. All his shenanigans, everything he's been up to, he's not remorseful. He feels like he is the victim. He feels like he is the one that is being wronged. That is not normal. It's not. And now he continues the rhetoric, you know, name calling, belittling people. That is not good behavior. That is not normal behavior of a pastor. I don't know what else to say, Afro. I really don't.
Yeah, a bit of good news. I'm just looking at this place here. The BBC, they're under pressure to end the what do you call it? TV license fee, to remove mounting. They're under pressure to reform, replace, or to remove the TV license fee. Why? Say 500,000 households have cancelled their TV license fee, and the viewers now are turning away from channels, from terrestrial channels in favor of subscriptions like Netflix, Disney, Prime Video, and Apple TV. So, and which means hopefully soon, no more TV license. But they've got a deadline till 2027. So anyway, just some good news that I just seen. But guys, please be careful out there. We need to really, what does Toby teach? What does he preach? Question everything, like Arsenal says. Question everything. It's dangerous to listen to people like Toby. Anyway,
Yes. And Afro, the same way people have turned against the TV license, it's the same way people are walking away from religion, especially churches. And yes, I saw a comment. I saw a comment about how Christians are quiet about the Toby situation. Why are they not calling him out? You know why? Because they're just as bad.
They're making money.
They are just as bad. There are so many cults in London. In London, there are plenty cults. Plenty. So Toby and Scam Nation just happen to be one of them. But if you open your eyes, you will see the plenty cults that are just in London alone.
There is a cult around the corner from you. Gosh.
It's terrible.
It is.
And they'll target Black people. Why? Because when the colonizer came, he came with this exact religion and used it to colonize and enslave. They know what to do because they watched the colonizer be successful at using this religion to control Black people. So they know that if they want to control Black people, they just need to come with religion. And look at it. Look at it. We had young boys, young children, not just boys, there was girls as well. Young children going to sell their blood to give Toby money. All because of this religion. If there was no religion, none of this would have happened to these children.
No.
These people just want to serve God genuinely from the bottom of their hearts. They want to worship this God. That's why they're getting sucked in. It's just sad for them that this God doesn't exist. That is why scammers like Toby and Co can use this God to lure people in. We need to wake up. We need to wake up and undo and stop believing. And we need to unbelieve and undo the things that we have done to ourselves in the name of religion. Right now, Afro, do you know there are people who are starving themselves? Starving themselves in the name of fasting.
Yes. Yes, it's the start of the year.
It's ridiculous. What is your fasting going to do? Your God has already predestined your life. He's already predestined how your year is going to go. Whether you fast, whether you don't fast, it's not going to change his mind. It's not going to change anything. Surely. So why are you punishing your body? Why are you punishing yourself? Eat, drink, and be merry. Life is too short for this BS.
Well, thank you, Vessel. Guys, thank you all so much. I'm tired now. What a day. What a week it has been exposing this so-called. And there's so much more. Still so much more. We will even get to the individuals in this place. Some of these people have no business being pastors, but they are pastors. How do you have a pastor in your name? Your ex-convict come out and within weeks they've attached a pastor to your name. This is one church where there are so many pastors. So many pastor, this, pastor, and all of them young people.
But Afro, how are you an ex-convict if you continue committing crime?
Okay.
That Mariam Mola, she's not an ex-convict. She's continuing to defraud people. She's not an ex-anything. She's not an ex-criminal or former criminal or whatever. She is still a criminal. She's still doing what she's doing. Only difference is that now she's doing it for Tobi and the God. That's the only difference.
Wow. Anyway, Vessel, thank you so much. Everyone, thank you so much. I'll see you all tomorrow. Okay, people, be good.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Be careful who you're listening to, okay, folks? Good night.
Bye.